Hey everybody. Well, welcome back to Kiki Loves Nigeria. How's everybody doing this weekend? I hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday. Let me know if you can hear me okay. I know my voice sounds a little raspy, but you know what I do for a living, so it's going to be raspy like this for a little bit longer. So, look, tonight we're going to talk about something that I saw on YouTube. It was a story that was recommended to me by YouTube. You know how YouTube recommends videos? This was a video last Saturday after I got off live. This was a video that was recommended to me. And it was a video about a lady who was attacked in Ghana. And y'all, when I saw this video, I was so disturbed. I mean, I was truly disturbed that I had to go back. Like I got her channel and I went to her channel and I just went all through her channel, trying to figure out, why these people, these men, not people, these were men, multiple men would attack this lady. And this was Cindi, a Marvelous, is a small, petite lady. Like she's not big at all. It didn't take, I mean, what these men did to her, I just couldn't believe it. And no one jumped in to help. No one did anything. People just kind of just let it happen. So I was shocked. I was really shocked. And I wanted to know, like, what's the backstory to this? And so then I looked at, after researching her channel, I was like, okay, this is something that we need to talk about. This is something that we need to get this story out more than what is going out. So I thought, okay, let me share her story and let's talk about it. Let's talk about it so we can make sure, or at least try to stop this from happening to another woman. All right. So that's what we're talking about tonight. Hey, London lady, how you doing? And she says, good evening from the UK. She just joined. All right, so let me go to my script because I got to get on that, make sure I follow it. So, my name is Kiki Loves Nigeria, and I'm the host of this show. This channel is a highly interactive channel, which means the community plays a very important role on what we talk about and the direction of this channel. Okay, so most of my videos come from the community suggesting what videos we talk about. But again, it's not a video, I'm sorry, this live stream came from YouTube. Just a second. This live stream came from YouTube. Okay, hold on. So let me go back to my script. I have to get this other light on. It's kind of dark over here. So that's what we talk. That's where the topics come from, the community. So tonight, what we're talking about tonight, we're talking about a lady named Cindi Marvelous. That's her name, and we're talking about how she was assaulted in Ghana. And this was unbelievable. It was on this story disturbed, like I told you a few minutes ago, it disturbed me so bad that I could not stop thinking about it. And I was like, okay, I got to talk about this because this was ridiculous. And I'm trying to look when I'm looking at the video of what happened. I'm trying to figure out why these men got so angry with her that they felt like they had to do that they had to physically assault her. That's what I was trying to figure out. What did this lady do that you four men, and these weren't small men, and African men are strong. What these four men, what she did that made you four men feel like you had to physically assault her. Okay. So that's what brought me to this show tonight. Again, where do I get the information from? The information came from primary sources, which was Cindy's videos. Okay. I went through her videos and it was another guy on TikTok. It seems like she's on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok. I don't do TikTok. Okay. I don't do social media really at all. I just do YouTube. Okay. So This guy seems like he's on TikTok, I'm sorry, and he did a video about the incident. So I got the information from his channel and also from Cindi Marvelous. That's where my information came from, which are primary sources, because those are videos, and they're sharing their experiences, and he's really sharing her experience. He's commenting on her experience. Most of the time, I also, not most of the time, sometimes I use journal articles, news stories, and comments. All right, so let me share with you this fair use, because a lot of times we use, well, not a lot of times, most of the time, we use other people's videos. And the reason for that is that I want you to get a clear understanding of what is occurring. Okay, I want you to get a clear understanding of what to do and what not to do. And the way you learn something is when your senses are involved. When all of your senses, if you can hear it, see it, taste it, and feel it, you can really learn it. Okay? So that's why I use videos, because it appeals to those who hear and learn, and those who need to see it and learn, and those who need to see it and hear it and learn. So that's another reason why I use videos. And also, what we talk about is better to use firsthand accounts, okay, for you to see for yourself, so it's not hearsay. So for that reason, I use this fair use disclaimer. The content on Kiki Loves Nigeria may contain copyrighted content not authorized for use by the owner. However, no copyright infringement is intended. Copyright material used on this channel falls under the Fair Use Section 107 Copyright Act of 1976, which states that copyrighted material can be used for educational, research, teaching, and commentary purposes, and that is what we do here on Kiki Loves Nigeria. Also, I want to say something about our views and our comments. The views expressed on Kiki Loves Nigeria are the views and thoughts and opinions expressed on Kiki Loves Nigeria belong solely to the author and not necessarily to the community, the host, or the channel. All right, so now that we got that out the way, let's go get y'all comments. I'm trying to keep up with the comments because we got a lot of material to talk about tonight. Okay, y'all. Let's go with this. Hey, Brown Eyes. Hey, DJT. London Lady says thanks. I hadn't heard, you know what? I hadn't heard of her before either until um, last weekend. I hadn't heard of her either until last weekend when I saw the video come up on, I guess, I don't know what YouTube calls it, a time feed, news feed, something like that. But I hadn't heard of her either until she came up on that. So I thought this was really interesting and something we needed to talk about. So London Lady says, good morning, Brown Eyes. She's saying hello to everybody. Brown Eyes says, I am. Oh, she's talking. She says she's thanking her. DJ T is saying good morning. And Charlie is saying, wait a minute, Charlie, let me put your message up here. I can't see it. And Charlie is saying, Kiki making sure she stays monetized. What you mean? What does that mean? I'm making sure that who stays monetized? Cindi stays monetized, or that I stay monetized? Because I'm not sure. How do you lose your monetization? You got to break some rules. So what you mean? Explain that to me, okay? Oh, y'all look tired. I am tired though. Okay, explain that, Charlie. What you mean? All right, y'all, we got to get started because this was a lot of information. That's probably why I look tired, because I just got finished going through all of it. So, look, this is what we're going to start at. I'm going to have to go fast, so I got to get going now. So, what we're talking about Cindi Marvelous, who was a YouTube content creator who, when I say she was assaulted, y'all, that's an understatement. That is a true understatement of what happened to this lady. And again, how did I find out about Cindi? on YouTube. YouTube recommended her video. I watched one of her videos, and then I went through her channel to get, because for me, I got to get an understanding of who the person is so I can better talk about what happened to them. All right. So why are we talking about this? We're talking about this because there are lots and lots of women who locate to Africa all the time, and terrible things are happening to them. It is our hope on this channel that what we talk about and these issues are shedding light on what's going on so women will be careful. We don't want you to not go. Well, some of us want you to not go, but I don't. I want you to go, but I want you to go wisely. I want you to go smartly. I want you to go carefully. Okay? That's what I want you to do. And that's why I make these stories. I share these stories. It's not for money, because if you would see what I would get paid on YouTube, you would know there's no way. If you have a YouTube channel that is monetized, you know that she's not making money on that channel. She may make some change, but she's not living off that money she makes on. She can't support anyone off that money she makes on YouTube. Okay. So only people who have monetized channels understand that. People who are not monetized, they don't understand that. They'll look and think, oh, she's got all those views. Oh, okay. Okay. So that's why we do it. We want to shed light on information on what's going on so women can be safe. We want to educate women on how to be safe, not some petty views on YouTube. So that's why this topic is important. We have to stay on this, okay? This is important because diasporan women are going to Africa, like I said, and they're experiencing all kind of things. They're going from being unalived to being taken advantage of in many different situations, to being assaulted. And this assault was horrible. It was horrible. Like, long as I've been reporting about women in Africa, this is like the worst assault that I've ever heard of. It was just unbelievable. And many of these problems, from when we talk about the videos, we realize it's simply a clash of the cultures. And that's what you have to understand. There is a big clash of the cultures when we go back to Africa, and you have to be aware of that. You have to be aware of the role that your culture plays in everything you do, and you have to be aware of the role that the Africans, the Ghanaians, roles play in everything that they do, their cultural role. Okay, so when we come together and those two cultures don't understand each other and neither one of them are willing to bend, they're going to clash. And it's like a car wreck. It's just like a car wreck. They're going to run right into each other. And that's what happened. In my opinion, that's what I saw. But I wasn't going to tell you that, guys, that till later on. But I want you to tell me what you think, okay, as we go through these videos. And disclaimer. What's the disclaimer, Charlie? All right, so I want you guys to tell me what you think as we go through the videos. All right, so who is Cindi Marvelous? Let me get this video pulled up. From what I could find out, she is a YouTube content creator. I think she also creates content on TikTok. All right, and what she talks about is her family relocating, and this is how she was different from most of the women that we talk about. We are moving. She was completely different. And how she was completely different was because she moved with her family. She moved with her mother and her dad, and she was not single. She's single, but she was not living on her own. Okay, she was not living on her own. So her story was it's a lot different. Oh, thank you, Greek. Miss Greek. She says, hit the like button, everybody, please. Yeah, because y'all know YouTube likes that, and that helps us get this message out because this message is really important. What happened to Cindi? It's really sad what happened to Cindi. And Cindi said, up until this, like a couple of months ago, she had said nothing negative about Ghana. I mean, nothing. And you could tell by the video she had been experiencing things, but she had never said anything bad about her about Ghana. She never had. Okay, she was one of those people who wanted to promote the culture in a positive way. They wanted to assimilate to the culture. The whole family, the mother, the father, well, that was her stepfather, and the mom. They were assimilating to the culture. They were doing everything that we talk about you should do when you go there, except they were not married to one of them. Okay, so let me put on this video. Cindi, she's originally from her family's originally from Jamaica, and they have a beautiful home in Jamaica. Oh my God, I have to show. I'm gonna show you guys the home. Um, I would have never, if I had a home like that in Jamaica, there's no way I would have left to go to Ghana. It's beautiful. So they're originally from Jamaica, but they were living in Florida, and they moved from Florida to Ghana. Okay, they said they were moving because they wanted to escape, everything that was going on in the West, all the oppression, all the discrimination, everything that they felt was oppressing people of color they wanted to get away from. So they felt like they could do that in Ghana, West Africa. So they went there in April of 2023. They sold and they gave most of their belongings away because I believe she said that they, hold on, let me put, I believe she said they couldn't get a ship to ship the things over there in time prior to them moving. So because of that, they couldn't find a company to a shipping company. So they just got rid of most. They sold some of it and they gave some of it away. So they posted something on Facebook, something on social media where they gave everything away. So on their way to Ghana, I said it took like 48 hours for them to get there, and I believe it because that's how it goes. All right, so let's check out this first video so we can meet Cindi. Okay, this is Cindi Marvelous. To Ghana, guys.
Yes, I said it. This is the story of how my family and I moved to Ghana. Hi, my name is Cindi Marvelous. Welcome to my channel. Please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and don't forget to comment and share. So, this is our story of how my family and I packed up our stuff and all our worldly possessions. We pretty much gave everything away because we were moving clear across the country to Ghana. We couldn't find a shipping company in time in Miami or anywhere in Florida to ship to Africa. The only shipping companies that exist were Atlanta and New York. And at the end of the day, all these things, they're just things. We could acquire them again. And it just, to us, it just wasn't worth the energy. So, anyways, we pretty much sold what we could and then gave away to whomever wanted. We placed an ad. People came by, got stuff, and then we donated a bunch of stuff to Goodwill. And yeah, that was that. This is my mom. This was one of her favorite views to look at the lake in front of her house. But I know she's gonna miss it, but not really. She had been ready to go a long time. Pops, this was ready to go? Stuff that was left, and we just let it go. At the end of the day, they're just things, and you can't take them. Big bro, we gonna miss you. You gonna miss us? Hell yeah. And that was that. Everything was gone. We packed up our suitcases, loaded up the vehicles, and we headed to Miami Airport. It's a wrap. Our flight was 17 hours and we were advised to be there 4 hours early. And of course, my mother, she was there for 5 hours early. Oh my goodness, this lady. Surprisingly enough, the flight was already there. The plane was there waiting for us. We got some snacks. Of course, I brought my Trader Joe's snacks and we ate. I brought my dog along. It was a 17-hour flight, 24 hours in total. We cried the whole entire flight. Oh my God. We're excited. Go, 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 go. We took Royal Moroccan Air coach, and we weren't mad at it.
So they took the Royal Moroccan Air, and she said it was a nice flight. The food was good, and she really liked it. She said they had a really nice, it was a really nice trip on the air flight. So now we're going to get to them getting to Ghana because I think they must have known somebody in Ghana before she got there because it seemed like somebody was there to welcome them. So hold on, let's go to that part.
It's $5 or so each. That is what it is. That's what we would have done in
Look
the
on with the
States.
right vehicle.
So, they were very helpful all the way from the picking it up to carrying it all the way to the airport with us. And again, my impression from the airport is it looks just like Norman Airport in Jamaica.
Yeah. Back road, there's some patrol up there. Come down here, some breed of patrol. There's some patrol.
Coming in, it was kind of rough landing. We hit some turbulence, but thank God we made it safe. One of the smoothest landings I've ever had. All in all, we had no problems in immigration. We got
That's why I thought they knew somebody, and she did know this lady, okay? And wait till Cindi tell you about this lady. She's going to tell us how fake these people really are, okay? Like I've been telling y'all for a long time. I told y'all. But Cindi just confirmed everything that we've been saying, okay? How fake these people, these expats are, and how they just get you there and try to get your money from you, and but I'm not going to tell y'all. I'm going to let y'all see it. So let's finish this. But I believe this is the lady Cindi was talking about in the video. Please forgive me.
Auntie Moy was waiting outside, and this was.
Oh, that's so lucky to you. This is my Auntie Moy, everybody. Hello.
How you doing?
All right. What a pleasant trip.
And now
This looks just like Jamaica. My old man was so excited to finally breathe and be free. We made it. We were home.
So now they are in Ghana, okay? So her mother, her stepdad, her stepdad, and her dog. So they're all there. All right. So now I'm gonna stop there and go back to your comments. So I can because I told you I got a lot tonight. I don't want to mistell somebody's story. So I'd rather have more than enough information than not enough information. Oh, okay, we saw that one. Thank you, Miss Greek. Yeah, please, y'all hit the like button for us. Let's get Cindy's story out here. Okay, married to a Gambian said, "Good evening, Kiki," and she says, "Good evening to everyone in the chat from the UK." I'm married to a Gambian. You in the UK too? Wow. Thank you, UK people, for watching. Thank you for helping so many. Thank you, Edra. I'm trying, honey. I'm just trying to help her because this what happened to her was horrible. They didn't like K&K Squad take. They didn't let K&K Squad take her dog. Airlines be selective. That's life, though. And shed. Wait a minute. And her okay, and she had her service dog papers. It was I know it was a little small dog. Yeah, we saw that. Okay, so now they're in Ghana. So now we're going to look at what happened once they got in Ghana. So once they got in Ghana, I think they did their best to assimilate to another culture. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I think they did their best to assimilate, to the culture. They went out. They did a lot of cultural things. They went to a lot of cultural places. Let me pull that up. So what video we're going to watch there? So they did a lot of, they quickly began to, assimilate to the culture, which is the best thing that you should do when you're in another country like that. So now we're going to look at how she assimilated to the culture.
I want you to take.
This is her. She's at some restaurant. She did videos like this. Okay, this is Cindi. And she talked about, little small places that weren't really touristy, but they were places that were nice and that she would recommend that you would go to that weren't big, places. They were like a lot of local places, which was really nice, I thought, for her to do that. So this is one of the videos that she would do. And then they would go to these restaurants, her and her dad. Let me show you. They would go to these little restaurants.
That looks good. That's mine. That's good.
Oh, this sounds so good.
When in Ghana,
It's like fire, but it's all good.
yeah, that's just mine. Go come out. Fried rice.
Yeah.
That's good. Madame, the chef.
Beautiful
You're
chef.
so beautiful. Everybody, come to Coast to Coast restaurant. You saw Auntie in the kitchen cooking, and we're going to bring out for me. We love it. The food was delicious. I just full. Thank you for the food. Everything was delicious. I take this home. Thank you, Auntie.
All right.
Madasi.
Thank you.
Stop, leave them ladies alone. Come on. Let me come get your husband.
Listen, keep doing that. What's wrong with you?
We love
I
you.
gotta love these ladies.
Yes.
We truly had such an amazing day. We love to find hole in the wall gems like this, and this place was amazing. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.
So that's what she would do. Those are the type of videos she would make. She would make videos where she was, just promoting Ghana and the culture. Okay. Again, they arrived in April of 2023. By June of 2023, she was still making these videos about Ghana. She was still promoting Ghana. She was still trying to tell Ghana's story on why you should go visit Ghana, why you should invest in Ghana. And she was just showing the beautiful places in Ghana.
Come spend the day with me at Coconut Grove in Elmina, Ghana.
This is nice. This is cute.
This place was breathtaking. Out of all of the resorts I've been to so far in Cape Coast, this is my favorite. So we got a day pass and hung out by the pool, and I must tell you, the service was immaculate. Of course, I started the day with my favorite beer, Stella Artois. And what is it with Ghana?
No damn food.
The food is on the menu, but they don't have it. Yes, you have it, but you don't have it. How does that?
Now, that's something you wouldn't understand unless you went to Africa, because it happens all the time. They'll have food on the menu. They'll have it on the menu, but they won't have it. So after a while, you'll give up and you'll say, okay, so tell me, what do you have? So I see that must be something that just goes on in West Africa.
Does that make sense?
It flies all over my beer.
Anyways, I ordered a grilled chicken salad, and this was absolutely delicious.
Oh,
Then I decided to go do a little mini impromptu photo shoot on the beach, and let me tell you, this place is breathtaking.
And this is Cindi right here.
Yeah, girl. Can you believe this is Africa? Beautiful Africa.
This is what she would do. She would make these videos. Most of her channel, except for two videos, are like this, like a tourist guide to Ghana. A tourist guide to Ghana. So there, for her to make all of these videos promoting Ghana, then all of a sudden there's two videos, well, three. The one, no, I take it back, it's four. But she doesn't really get into it until the last two videos about what really happened, you know. But I'm looking through her channel, watching these videos, and I'm like, wait a minute. This lady truly, and she said that she truly promoted Ghana. There were things that were going on in Ghana, but she wasn't really talking about it because she didn't want us to start thinking negatively about the country. Okay. So she kind of kept it to herself. But when this incident happened to her, I think she really felt like this is a safety issue. And we have to get this out. I have to tell the people what happened. And for that, I really appreciate her for that. I really appreciate her for that because she could have kept up this front. She could have kept up this image. Like, I mean, she could have kept the channel the way it was and not told the truth about what happened to her and why she just, after a year, she says, I'm leaving Ghana. You know, all of a sudden she's leaving Ghana. She could have just kept that to herself, but she did. So let's get these comments. True Serum said, it doesn't matter if the dog was a service dog. The law was plain and clear. K&K squad spreads misinformation that mega people, her level of ignorance is astounding. Oh, wow. Level of ignorance. Yeah, we know what you mean. Okay. There's a difference in an emotional support dog and a service dog. That was not a support dog. Not the same matter. I think that's what you're trying to say. All right, y'all. So now let's go back to the next video because we got a lot I'm trying to go through. Because I want y'all to see who she is. I want to tell her story fairly. All right, so I got to go through these videos. So here's another video. This is them. This is them again in Ghana. They're going to this tilapia restaurant, and she's promoting. She's enjoying the food. She's enjoying the culture. This is July of 2023. So for her to be going all these places, people have to know her. They have to know them, right? So let's check this out.
Fish I've ever.
Which further confuses me as to why nobody intervened, why nobody said anything, why no one done anything.
I've been in Ghana for 3 months, and my sister touched me. This is the best fish. Thank you so much. Where are you carrying us today? What's this place called?
To the tilapia joint, the swaggers. They call it swaggers.
Swaggers. Okay. I'm not mad at it. I smell it.
Yeah, swaggers.
Do you smell that?
Yeah.
It smells like so.
What a nice place to sit and all that.
Right.
Yeah, that's swaggers.
See, these are the local places. These aren't the touristy places. These are the places you go when you want to connect with the people who live there, when you want to experience the culture, when you want to taste the food. And this is what she was doing. This is what they were doing. They were immersing theirself in the culture. That's what they were doing.
We are down, and look who we brought with us. Look who graced us with their presence. The Queen Mommy. She done grace. Oh Lord. Otto, let's party.
Friend. No, my friend, but I wish you tell me I will.
Mommy, welcome out. It's good to see you. Kojo, the man. Say hello to your fans. This is where Otto brought us today, and we're going to partake in these big ass lapias. We need a seat somewhere overlooking. Oh, we can't. There's nothing up front. This is it. Otto, my new best friend.
That's my daughter.
Hello. Lord have mercy. She's cleaning the fish. Oh my God.
I'm sorry, y'all. My niece was going somewhere. I was talking to her.
It smells incredible. I'm excited. Woo! I know this going to taste good. Other pepper. Yes, ma'am. Okay, auntie.
That's what I really want.
Oh, that pepper. She's not mad at you. Huh? Good night. I'm Jamaican, so that's what we said.
Okay.
What you say in Ghana? Respect.
No, that's
Blessings. Huh? Good evening. Good evening. Blessings. Greetings.
So see how they're talking to the people in the culture. They're going to local restaurants. They're really getting involved. Okay. And that's what we always talk about that you're supposed to do, right? That's what we talk about. Seems like she did everything we said, we suggest, we talk about. She did it all. They all did it all.
Oh my God.
All right. Here you go, Mars.
That's your mom.
And it tastes good. No, man. I've never had.
That's Cindi.
The fish tastes like jerk chicken. What do you mean? Mommy!
Tastes like jerk fish.
Oh my God. No, man. On a deal with the fish away. No, because you don't get film food.
You're unfortunate, you know? The one that she gave you.
Oh my goodness.
You fried, I'm telling you.
Jesus.
You fried.
No, man. Them deal with the fish away.
So that's what I wanted you guys to see on that video, on what, how she was really involved in the culture. Okay. So in September, I didn't see anything about her. She didn't make any videos. I guess there were some issues. And then in October, now we're going to go to October. Okay. it had been 6 months since she had been in Ghana. So let's check out what she's saying and how she feels while the 6 month stay in Ghana. Because it seemed like the 6 month stay,
Spend a Sunday
she was still pretty happy. All right, so let's check this one out.
with our family in Ghana.
Countryside. Can you believe it's been 6 months since my family and I packed up everything and moved to Ghana from Florida? Okay, Christina Columbus. Okay. Hello, pretty babies. Today we decided to spend the day at our favorite resort, Anamabo Beach Resort in Anamabo. This is located on the Cape Coast in the central region of Ghana. Since being here, I have learned a lot about myself. My love for my family and my friends I've strengthened, and I am glad that I'm along for the journey with them. The people of Ghana have been nothing but amazing, warm, and welcoming to us. It wasn't easy in the beginning, but they stood by our side and have been nothing but warm and welcoming.
So that was one hint right there that something had happened, that things had been going on. Okay, because she said things hadn't been were not easy in the beginning.
We came to Ghana to find peace, the peace that you cannot buy. And although it is hard for me to not take things so personally, I've learned to let a lot of things go and just go with the flow and enjoy all the beauty that.
Another one, when she says she's learned not to take things so personally and go with the flow. Now, to me, that's not peaceful. When things are happening to me and I have to let that go, and just go with the flow, and the flow is to let things happen to me. That to me is not a peaceful flow. So right there, these are signs that something's going on, but she doesn't want to talk about it.
Life has to offer.
And this is my interpretation, okay, of what happened. Because to me, you can't understand what happened at the fight unless you understand the background story. Because there's a background story.
I've learned that life is too short and to enjoy each moment and live every day like it's your last. I have learned that I am responsible solely for my happiness, no one else. Cheers, mommy. Happy Sunday. Very nice, my pretty mommy. Cheers. Pops! One more year upon them. Cheers.
All right, so that's them. Let's see if y'all got some questions. That's them 6 months in. Actually, they're going through things, but they're not talking about it. Charlie says, "Truth. I hope K don't run into you at the airport. You the type to tell her 1+1 is 3." No dogs are allowed by tourists in the city she was visiting. She's such a business person, but never did simple research. It wasn't their airline, it was the law. They're talking about another video, you guys, with K Squad when she went to a live and they wouldn't let her dog on the plane. It was a good video. So if you want to watch it, go to her channel. There is a good video. That's a really good video. So you'll understand what they're talking about. Oh, that's okay that you're late. We're just glad you're here. K is no longer highly favored. I get this lady got her dog over there. That's all I'm saying. Okay. True Serum says, I highly doubt her alleged business. Why y'all keep doing this? Why you keep talking about that woman? True Serum don't give poor K Squad no mercy. He don't give that woman no mercy whatsoever, Lord. None. Okay, it's getting hot. Okay, let's see. So, you are right, Kiki. Not a peace. No, it's not a peaceful flow. So just think, she's got to keep this image. To me, it's like an image you got to keep up. You know that everything is good, and y'all know that's when they get mad at you when you tell the truth. That's why they got mad at me because I was telling the truth about going to Africa and what it's really like. They don't want you to do that. So when you do that, people have a problem with you. So, they probably were trying to keep up this whole positive. I'm not going to say nothing negative about Africa because, people will come for me. She probably didn't want that. You're right, Kiki. Going with the flow to me is accepting. It is accepting to me also. Now I don't know about to Cindy, but to me, that's too much. That will push you clean over the edge. Okay, just accepting what people do to you. All right. So by November, Cindy and her family were still enjoying. This is 2023 Ghana. Okay, they had went to a grocery store. They were doing some grocery shopping, and they had also they made a video about that. But they had also had where are we at? Yeah, started working with some orphanage. Okay.
Yeah.
They went to an orphanage and they started working with this orphanage there. They started working with them
Nice.
to help raise money for the orphanage because you know how orphanages are in bad shape in Africa. So they went to this orphanage to visit and then they decided they would work with them to try to get them some money, better condition.
Under the less privileged, we do help them in their education, that they can have a successful future. So we are looking for NGOs, partnership to come and also support us so that these children also can have a bright future. So that's what we are appealing for individuals who have a godly heart, who want souls to be saved, who want children to have a bright future, to come into our aid, so that these children also have a wonderful, bright future, bright tomorrow.
And where is this located?
We are located in Nyamwasa.
Very nice. And how long have you been operating it?
2 years now.
Oh, this is lovely. Okay, can I see more? Let's show me some more.
It's a church.
Okay.
It's a church, and it's affiliated to salvation care is affiliated to the pastors, and that's what God wants us to do. And the less privileged, so we have to care for them because good Christians to take care of the windows and the children, the orphanage, they are helpless. We have to support them. This is what we take authority to do. So we need support.
Yes. Okay. So this is where you do.
So Cindy showed this video after she made this video. She got the orphanage donations. And not only that, y'all, let me show y'all what happened. There were a group of content creators who actually not only donated, but they were so moved by what Cindy was showing them that they actually went to Ghana to help with this orphanage. So I'm showing y'all this because I want y'all to see everything this woman was doing for Ghana. This woman was doing a lot to promote Ghana's image. She was doing a lot to encourage people, diasporans, to come back to Ghana. She was doing a lot. And for this to happen to her, the way that it happened to her, we have to sit back and examine this and say, what happened? How could these men attack somebody like this, who was doing nothing but good for the country, who were bringing people there? That when people come there, that brings money there. That brings money to their society. She was bringing money to their society. She was bringing money to their culture. So this, what happened to her was just should be an outrage. People there should be outraged. All right, so let's finish.
My friends.
So these are the people, the content creators who came. Let her tell you this story.
From America, they made it, y'all.
Hi, my name is Cindi Marvelous, and welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share.
They're already fitting in with the water on her head. Till Saturday. Okay. This is also another chief.
Hello. Hi.
Our very, very good friend. Yes. Yes. Look at her with the thing. No, you got to do it without the hands now.
Oh,
there you go. Get the balance. There you go. There you go.
Why is he holding her wrist like that? Did y'all see that? How he grabbed her wrist? What was that all about? Look, he ain't holding her hand, y'all. He holding her wrist.
Look at her with the thing. No, you got to do it without the hands now.
Oh,
there you go. Get the balance.
She got a phone in her hand. He holding. I don't understand that. Like he pulling. Like I choose this one. Come with me. I didn't like that part.
There you go. There you go.
So that right there, that scene right there tells me that wherever she is, these men are very dominant there. Very, very dominant. And these men are not used to women who talk back, who speak their mind, or stand up for themselves. Just that one interaction let me know that, because the way he grabbed her, it wasn't like she even had a choice whether she was going to go with him or not. So this place is, the urban areas are still like that. I'm not going to say they're not. There's people there who are still like that, but there's a lot of modern people who aren't like this, who just come up to you and grab you by your wrist, of all places. They're not going to grab you at all. But this right here, interaction, let me know. This social interaction right here, let me know this is a strong patriarchal society wherever she is. The men rule and the women fall in line.
You got it.
No, guys, babies, these are for you. Wait, babies, these are for you guys. Ay, ay, ay. Huh?
Wow,
This is for the...
We are expecting friends from TikTok from the States that wanted to help with some donations to the orphanage. I told them no, it's okay, but they insisted. They said they wanted it to look nice for our new friends.
Young boys and girls waiting for our visits to clean up the place for us. Oh my gosh. This is amazing.
Bring it here for them, yes. Oh. Where's the bag of rice and stuff?
I think they already took the rice.
They took the rice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, look at that. You take the rice?
Okay, come guys. Come. Huh? Yes.
So it was a lot of them that came.
Okay. So this is Pastor Daniels.
It was like a girls trip. It's like 4 or 5 girls.
Pastor Daniels.
Sorry, women.
These are my friends. We're meeting everyone all together. So this is Pastor Daniels, and he is one of the pastors that is in charge of the By His Grace Bible Ministry.
Some also we send them to go and educate.
After, you know what I mean? After. So I said to him, I will start.
Those are the parents. That's her mom. That's her stepdad.
That is still. Thank you.
Maybe put the waters on top of each other.
These are the things that they gave to the orphanage.
We want to thank you, ladies, so much.
Working to a good cause. Since we are become family, we all support. And you know, it is good. God love a cheerful giver, and you give to get, give to receive.
It looked like it's 4 of them. Okay, they came from the States.
Let me see if I have the list for everybody. But it was Ashanti, it was Sophia, it was Lee, it was my Aunt Shirley, my cousin Melita, my friend Deshawn, my friend Gigi, Ashanti, Lee. I hope I didn't miss anyone. Sachette, Jasmine. So I think that's everyone.
So these are the ladies from social media who actually came there to help because of Cindi. So again, think about what an influence Cindi was having, a positive influence on Ghana. And if this can happen to somebody like Cindi, I'm telling you, this can happen to anyone. All right. So now we're up to January. Let me go to your comments. Now we're up to January. Because she had only been there a year, y'all. She had only been there a year when all of this happened, which was just unbelievable. Hey, African Goddess, how you doing, lady? She might have been trying to adjust to the code. She was. She was trying hard. She was really trying hard. Because you see, when she says, I'm going with the flow, that's what she meant. I'm trying to assimilate to this culture. And if this is the things that I have to deal, some of these things I know I'm going to have to deal with. But again, that puts you in a situation where you got to deny who you are. You got to deny your culture. And that's a fine line you have to walk. That's a fine line you have to walk, because at no time do I deny my culture. At no time do I deny who I am. At no time do I do that. But you have to You have to walk that fine line that you don't deny yourself and you don't respect them. You don't disrespect them. Okay. And I think she was trying to do that. That's when she was talking about going with the flow. Like, I'm going to put up with this because, I'm trying to adjust to this new life that I'm living. Okay, y'all, let's look at this one. Hi, Kiki. I just wanted to say hello. Hey, how you doing? How you been? I just got here and I'm catching up. Seems like an interesting. It is. It's a very unfortunate story, and it's very interesting. Hmm. The social worker in me not impressed with the orphanage. Honey, I know I wasn't either. It looks like the men in charge using, yes, exactly, like they always do. And that's probably why the ladies wanted to come there and see what the money, what they were doing with the money. But, they can pretend while you're there. And then when you leave, it's a whole different story. It's a whole different story. An entirely different story. African goddess, I got those vibes too. Yeah. But see, we get those vibes, but they didn't get those vibes. And they raised money for those people. They raised money. They had these women come there, donate their time, donate their money. They gave donations. They were, yeah, were more aggressive out there. They move fast, run you off the road if you're not careful. So he's just saying they're just way aggressive out there. And London lady said, yeah, those are big red flags. Yeah, that's big red flags. That ain't no place I'm trying to be. Not being weird or anything, but the Western ladies could dress. I didn't want to say anything to that, but that's a big deal there. Okay. How you dress, that's how you present yourself. And to them, these women are dressing in a way that presents themselves as loose women. I'm just going to tell y'all the honest to God truth. That's the honest to God truth. Okay, hold on. My niece is telling me she's going to the party. So I'm telling y'all the honest to God truth. I was trying not to say that, but I said, okay, if my feeling is right, then somebody else will say it. And London lady picked up on the same thing. That's a problem. That's a big problem. These half tops, these short shorts, I keep telling y'all, no, it's a no. It's a no. It's not. Now, Legos, you can wear that. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. But they'll see you as a loose woman too. They're going to see you as a loose woman. And I'm sorry to tell you that, but they will. So they're going to see you as a loose woman and they're going to treat you as such. That's why he felt like it was okay to grab her arm like that. That's exactly why. Because the way you dress and that's the way you present yourself to them. And how you present yourself, if you don't present yourself like a lady, you're not going to be treated like a lady. And they're not going to turn around like start treating you like a lady later on. No, they're not. Now, if they don't treat you like a lady from day one, they're not going to ever treat you like a lady because they don't see you as a lady. They probably would still treat them mean even if they have the dresses, even if they dress modest. Um, they may treat them mean, but it'll be a little different behavior. It'll be a little different behavior. I don't know if he would have came up and grabbed her if they were dressed modestly. They may have treated them like they were, the how they treat them in the culture. But would he have come up to her and just grabbed her like that, like a piece of property, if they were dressed modestly? If they were covered, all the vital areas just out, tight clothes, tight shirts, everything. Everything. You can't dress like that in Africa. You cannot. Because it'll get you, people will read you wrong. And I know we'll say, well, I'm from America and that's not fair. No, it's not fair. It's not fair, but it's the reality. No, he can't. Hold on, y'all. So, no, it's just the reality. of the situation. Then that's when I first went. I told you I took these cultural immersion courses, and that's what they taught us, how to dress. They said you cannot dress like you do here because people will judge you wrong. People will treat you differently. We had to wear dresses. When I went to Cameroon, it is a Muslim society. Women wear dresses. Either your arms are out or your legs are out, but not both of them. Not both of them. So you got to choose. And you were modest. The dresses were modest dresses. Yeah, you could not just wear anything. And they trained us on that before we left. I'm glad London Lady said it about the dress. As a male, I didn't feel comfortable bringing it up, given this, and I didn't want to talk about it given the circumstances either. But it's like, okay, so we have to talk about it. It's the elephant in the room. Did that play a role in how these men treated them at the park? I don't know if it was these same ladies, but she was with some friends. Did that play a role in how they were treated and talked to? I am half Jamaican and half English. At times in Gambia, sometimes I have to put my Jamaican in my handbag, and yes, and to save my marriage and my husband. Exactly. And she's right. She's right. That's what you have to do. You have to learn to learn when to pull back, and no, and just like, oh, I'm not gonna get involved in this. This don't have nothing to do with me. Or when you can tell him when it's just you and him what you didn't like about that situation or what that person did. But why this is going on and the people are around, just wait. Just wait. Just wait. And then this dressing thing, you gotta pay attention to the culture. You have to dress culturally appropriate, or people are gonna judge you wrong. They're gonna misjudge you and they're gonna treat you as such. Yeah, they're gonna treat you as such. All right. So Sister Love says, Sister Love like brother love, like Puffy, brother love. Really, Sister Love? I would rethink that lady. And look, y'all, she spelled love like me, like Kiki loves Nigeria. Isn't that interesting? Okay. Kiki, thanks for speaking up. You say that others are afraid to. You are an honest person, even though it will make you it will not make you popular. Thank you. But I don't care about being popular. I, especially on social media, I'm popular in real life. I've been popular all my life. I'm popular every day. So if I'm not popular on social media, it's okay with me. It is so fine with me. I'm not on here to be popular. I'm on here to spread the truth, to share information. That's what I'm on here for. I don't care about popular. If a person who's been popular, they know what that feels like. They don't go around looking to be popular, because being popular, that creates enemies, just by being you. So popular people who are really popular, they could care less about that. When in Gambia, my knees and elbows are cut. Yep, are covered, and my shape isn't defined. And she's right. Thank you. That's a good way to. Okay, that's how we gonna remember it. Cover up your knees, cover up your elbows, and don't wear anything that can define your shape. She's right. That's how you remember. So you can't and we see everything shape defining. That's a big no. That's a big no. All right, so you don't want to do that. She says, I often cover, and cover your head too, just out of respect. No one gives me unwanted attention that way. Exactly. Because remember when Bag's daughter was going to the beach? Remember that, y'all? And she said that man thought they were ladies of the evening, and he followed her and her friend to the beach. And I said, I'm thinking, well, look at the way you're dressed. That's why he thought that. So yeah, you gotta watch the way you dress. Also, often people with less than you might thank you for your money, and at the time resent you resent you for making them feel like charity. Yep, exactly. Okay. Furthermore, if I fancy a beer, it's only, yep, in privacy, on my own in my home. I'll get my son to buy it. Exactly. See, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. You don't do it like here. You got to just keep it undercover. You got to keep what you do under wraps. Hey, how you doing, Dove? It has to be said though. My father's Gambian, and he'd always talk to me and my older sisters about not dressing too revealing, and that's so true. You cannot dress revealing. You cannot. They will disrespect you every single time if you dress revealing. All right. So now we are in. Where did we leave off at? With her friends who came to the orphanage, right? So now we are in, I think that was January. So that was January of 2023. Oh, I'm sorry, 24. So now we're in April. Then she didn't make any videos until April. And she made this video about the power outages.
The unlikely joys of denying life.
Under power cuts, properly known as, I don't know what that, unpaid utility bills, poor infrastructure, maintenance, and suffering economy have threatened to return Ghana to rolling power outages. So Ghana has rolling dumpster. I don't know what a dumpster blackouts is, but that's what they're calling it. It says Ghanaians are reeling under power cuts, properly known as dumpster, unpaid utility bills, power infrastructure, poor infrastructure maintenance, and suffering economy have threatened to return. Oh, that's bad. And this is where everybody is still running to. This is where everybody is still, you see, Kenza, who wished she was a babe, sold her house, took all her money, built everything, took everything to build this house in Ghana that she will never, ever own. In a place where they have rolling power outages because the government has unpaid utility bills, poor infrastructure, poor maintenance of the infrastructure, and a suffering economy. And this lady is over 60. No. It says Ghanaian neighborhoods rely on a something. Oh, this is really bad, but I can't read it. It's too small. By the roadside in Tamale, the power outage has left many will. I don't know what that. I can't see it. All right, so this.
I'm sure you experienced the super frustrating moment. Now, on Thursday, March 14, 2024, Ghana experienced significant internet downtime, impacting businesses, communication, and daily life due to damage to undersea cables which plunged the country into partial cyber doom. Yes, I said cables. And I bet you're wondering how your Wi-Fi or mobile network that's supposed to be wireless was affected by a cable cut.
Guys, here, look at my friends from America. They made it, y'all.
Hi, my name is.
All right. So that's what
the unlikely joys of denying life.
That's when she talked about the power outages in Ghana. So then I'm like, wow. So it's horrible there then. It's horrible. Rolling power outages, that's like way back in the 70s. So let's get y'all comments. So it's really bad, but people don't want to say nothing. And they still moving there like fools. That's a foolish move. It has to be said. She's saying to Mayall, it has to be said. My father's Gambian. Okay, we said that. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. We read that one. True London lady, but America. Yeah. Americans should know better. Also, they should. They should know better but they don't care. Agree. You got some like you got some that like to stay low key. Then you got the ones that will kill over clout. Yeah, you sure do. I love to stay low key. Low key, that's me. Yeah, the dumpster is a real serious problem. Dumpster, am I saying it right, y'all? I don't know. Uh, Ghana, Akan language. Dumb means turn off. Sore means to turn on. Dumb sore. Oh, turn off and on, off and on. So the lights go off and on. Oh, wow, that's so messed up. Dumb sore is translated as off and on. Oh, that's horrible. That is horrible. All right, so now we are in this is April, I think, 2024. And I believe the incident must have happened during this time because she's saying this is her last birthday in Ghana. Okay. And I'm like, well, what happened? She didn't tell us nothing. This is early April. All right. So let's see what she says. Let me get to where this video is supposed to start. 15:19. So let's go there, and then we're going to get down to the video we really want to watch.
Come brunch with us at La Gardenia in Accra, Ghana.
So this is what she did for her birthday.
Oh. From the moment you walked in, this place was aesthetically pleasing.
Hello. How are you?
The staff was friendly and welcoming. We were seated promptly and decided to order off of the brunch menu. But first, drinks. I have been obsessed with espresso martinis lately. Mom had a mimosa.
Cheers, my darling.
But my martini wasn't martiniing enough, so I decided to add a shot of Bailey. And that did the true juice. Pops had the classic English breakfast with sausage, baked beans, eggs. Little sis had the suya encrusted chicken wing, and mom had the buttermilk pancake with custard and caramel popcorn. I had the mixed berry French toast supreme with mixed berry compote, cotton candy, and creme fraiche.
Bon appetit, guys.
As you can see, we did not like anything. We didn't like it at all. I'm just kidding. The food was incredible. We finished with some espresso and coffee and a fruit and cheese plus. I added milk to my espresso and turned it into a cappuccino. Cheers. Overall, I give our dining experience 100 class. The food was delicious and the ambiance was beautiful. I highly recommend if you're in Accra, Ghana. Don't forget to comment, like, and share. Okay, bye. So with all that being said, these are my personal opinions. These are my personal experiences of being in Ghana in the central region of Cape Coast and Asebu and Agendum. And with that being said, I have decided.
And that seems like where these women we've talked about in Ghana are. Latif's grandmother is in Cape Coast, was in Cape Coast. Inez, I believe she lived in Cape Coast or Amina. And I had no idea these places were so undeveloped like they are.
To move on, I love my parents very dearly, and they have chosen to stay. They have land that they purchased in Agendum, and hopefully they'll eventually start building on it. But as for me, my time in Ghana has come to an end. I will be back to visit them, however, and hopefully they can join me on my adventures, as I'm so super excited for the future, and I can't wait to share with you all the new and exciting opportunities that are coming my way. I want to thank everyone that was kind, genuine, and honest, and also thank the unscrupulous, liars, thieves, and connivers. You all made me stronger. Don't forget to comment, like, share.
Unscrupulous, liars, thieves, and liars. Well, sounds like Cindy's ready to tell us what's going on in Ghana. Wow. All right, so now we're about to get down to the get down. So true about the issue of giving money. If you can cause, it can cause resentment. Wow. So see, you think you helping, and they just hating. You making them hate you. Too much, on display, not a good look. And she right. So let me tell y'all what the ladies in Cameroon told me. They said, ladies don't drink in public, Kiki. I said, okay. And she said, so let me show you how we drink. That doesn't mean we don't drink, but let me show you how we drink in public. We just don't drink. Let people know we're drinking. So they would take beer, this beer called Amstel Light. They would take the Amstel Light, they would pour it halfway in the glass, okay? Then they would take Fanta Orange and pour the rest of it, Fanta Orange, in the glass to mix it up, to fill up the glass, and then you mix it up. And no one had a clue that you were drinking beer. No one. No one had a clue that you were drinking beer. So she's right, because if they see you drinking in public, they don't think, oh, this lady is a lush. This lady is alky. This lady is very disrespectful. This lady don't even respect herself. She's sitting out here drinking in front of us. What lady does that? Oh, I gotta put my glasses back on. I can't see those letters. What lady does that? That's exactly what they're going to think. She's absolutely right. And it's like she said, that was a lot of alcohol. It was a lot of drinking going on. So no, it's not an old matron. It is the culture in Africa. But like she says, LOL, but it is Africa. And it is. Africa is not like here. So no, it's not an old matron. It's telling the truth. It is telling the truth. And that's the honest to God truth. She's absolutely right. So now let's see what happened. Now she's back in the United States telling us what happened.
Listen, my platform has been built on transparency, and I have not been 110% transparent.
Why did I?
So it can't be built on transparency if you have not been 110% transparent. Then it wasn't built on transparency. It was built on maybe the concept, the ideal of being transparent. But no, transparency is when you tell the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay, because the ugly has been going on. The bad has been going on before this big incident. And this is where a lot of the expats do this. They all do this. They don't tell us the truth until after it blows up.
I leave Ghana, part 1.
It's caused a lot of internal struggles within myself. You know, there were a lot of times where I was going through severe depression while being in Ghana because I didn't speak the whole truth. I was showing nothing but the good. Yeah. And simply because with all the bad that I was going through, I didn't want to focus on all the negatives. Do you understand? I am not from that country. We were sold.
So she said all the bad she was going through. So she was going through it. While she was making all these videos, she was going through it. But she didn't want to focus on that because she's right. If you turn and look at that, it's going to get bigger, especially when you're in Africa. So she's trying not to look at it. But when you're in this position, you kind of have to look at it. You know, you kind of have to look at it and tell the truth about what's going on.
The dream of this wonderful Shangri-La coming to Ghana. You know, life is so much better. It's the motherland, and, you know, cost of living is cheaper there, and you'll be amongst people of your own kind, and, you know, and this is my personal experience, and my family is still there. Me, personally, Cindi Marvelous, my experience, and not that I had built up any type of, what do you call it? I don't know. People will say that, oh, you built up too much dreams and you just thought too much about the country and it's a third world developing country. Listen, I am from a third world developing country. However, I was not prepared for what it was that I experienced there. Now, my experience is different from the next person's experience. I can only share my experience. And after a while, I started taking on my parents' what they were going through. But at the end of the day, they were okay. They told me, Cindi, it's not your fight. And when they said that to me, I had to step back and say, okay.
See, the parents are even going through something. The parents are even going through some type of fight because they told her it's not her fight. So the parents are going through an issue there.
You know, I get it. I understand it now. And I just left it alone. However, there are certain things that I just couldn't deal with anymore. You know, as far as, listen, there's a lot of things that people are talking about on other social media platforms. You can go and watch them. I'm not going to talk about it about all the negatives. You guys can go watch all the videos and see what's going on down there. But for me, I couldn't deal with some of the inconveniences. I like electricity, for instance. Right now, they're at the power grid. There's problems going on with it, and it's not going to get any better. I work from home, and I depend on good internet. And unfortunately, that's the biggest challenge down there. The electricity, the internet, and in some places, water. You understand? Now, people will say,
oh, electricity, internet, and water, basic necessities in life. Basic necessities in life are the issues down there. And everybody's running down there trying to keep this romance alive, this bad romance alive, instead of just telling the truth. Relationships have up and downs. Let me see for myself. I might not, some people aren't bothered by the electricity outages. Some people aren't bothered by the slow internet. Some people aren't bothered by, what was the other thing she said? The water. Some people aren't bothered by that stuff, and they can deal with it. But give people the right information so they can make a right choice, okay? Instead of bad information.
Oh, you can go and get, a power bank, or why didn't you get solar panels? Okay, and you can get a water tank and yada, yada, yada. Okay, so the reason in my first video, I said the reason why I left America was because of the rat race that we were in. And we were sold this dream that you can come to Ghana and the rent is so much cheaper. But at the end of the day, okay, somewhere, say for instance in Accra, of course the quality of life is much better than some of the rural places. But it's like living in Miami. You understand me? All the luxuries, you're going to be paying for it. Yes. You're going to be paying for an apartment with, air conditioning. And
that's what I always tell you. You can have whatever you want over there. You can, but you're going to pay for it. You're going to pay for everything you want. Just like when I would go to Lagos, I could have 24 hours electricity. I just had to pay for it. I just had to pay extra, and then I could get it. Anything you want over there. But see, they consider those things luxuries. We consider those things necessities. When you're in the heat and it's 127 and the humidity is 75%.
And Wi-Fi and water and hot water heater and all of those things. And it was just, for me personally, I just couldn't. I'm at an age where the inconveniences outweighed the positives for me. For me personally, I am a foodie. I tried everything. And sadly, there's things that I never even spoke about. The food poisoning that I went through. I was sick 4 times. My dad was sick. He's had typhoid, malaria.
Listen to that.
You can say, oh, you get that. And
Dad had typhoid, malaria. He's had food poisoning. She's had food poisoning 4 times, but she made no videos about that until she went home. Those are the things we need to know, people, so we can be careful and not go out to eat. Make your own food. Cook your own food. Do not go out to eat like that. The standards are not the same.
Anywhere you go and you can, it is what it is. Fine, go back to your country. Yes, and I went back to my country and I've never been happier. Me experiencing that for 363 days. And this is the reason why I came back, because I was ready to give up my permanent residency. I am not a U.S. citizen. I am a permanent resident of the United States since 1988. I've been lackadaisical in getting my U.S. citizenship. And so I was just like, but you cannot be outside of the country for more than a year without having to go through the whole process. And I was ready to do that, going down there in the first place. Maybe we should have, and that's my suggestion to everyone, go there first, spend a few weeks.
Then I bet people don't know that. I bet U.S. permanent residents don't know that. They don't. I bet you they don't know that if you're gone more than a year, you give up your permanent residency.
Not a few days, spend a few weeks, maybe a couple of months even, and take it all in. Decide then if that's somewhere where you can live comfortably. You're going to need a vehicle. Getting around, it is not easy. As people say, it is not easy. You're going to have to deal with the impoliteness. There's no customer service. You have to deal with people just being, it's not what I'm accustomed to. And after a while, it starts getting to you.
Yep.
And people, step in front of you in the line. When men,
Yep.
there were things that happened to me that I never experienced that anywhere in the world.
Yep.
At it breaks my heart to even talk about it, but I never spoke about it because it's not my country. And I know the backlash. I see the backlash that
That's why she didn't talk about it. Because she said, I see the backlash, it's not my country. And if I go saying negative stuff about their country, they'll have a back. She's right. So that was smart of her to wait till she got home to talk about the country.
Influencers are getting, because if I even say a mosquito bit me in Ghana, oh, mosquitoes bite you everywhere in the world and blah, 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 blah. So therefore I shut my mouth and I leave it alone. But because of me just portraying the positives and not the negatives, even my own Ghanaian friends, they were like, Cindi, you were just, what about, we know, we've lived there. Like Cape Coast is, I don't go to Cape Coast for no reason whatsoever. And I used to find that so insulting. I'm like,
Ghanaians don't go to Cape Coast for no reason whatsoever. Why are we living there? Why are single women living there?
From this place. But I get it now. I get it. Some people have told me that I'm too bougie and I'm too this and I'm too that. Fine. Call me whatever you want. I like the modern conveniences in life. I like electricity, Wi-Fi. I like to know that I can pay stuff easily online.
You like the basics in life that makes you bougie.
And not getting gypped. I don't want to hear small. It became to the point where I would go into just a city and every single soul asking me for these small. You give them small. Okay, so what about me? Like, it was just too much.
Yeah.
Too much. I started, doing stuff for the locals and
This is why I don't stay in Africa long when I go. I can't. Because this is what happens. I become cynical. Everything they do start to bother me. The whole thing just starts to get on my nerves. That's why I have to remove myself. Like this year, I didn't go this year. I said, I need a break. Let me just take a break. That last time, the struggle for the food, the heat, the rain, the poor customer service, and in Berlin, or Belgium, that's a lot to keep asking me to do every year.
Locals, I've never been robbed so many times in my life from people who I trusted, people who I thought.
She says she's been robbed so many times by people she trusted. Wow.
Were for me, and turned out that they were not. They were all for themselves. People I've made YouTube videos with that were never, they have no idea or no knowledge. I, in my little finger, know more about building and developing because my father used to be a contractor. He was an architect. He was a draftsman. I know in my little finger more than some of these people that are selling land and that are property developers and all of that good stuff. So my biggest advice to everyone is, coming down there, unfortunately, do not trust every and anyone. It's sad and it's unfortunate, but this is just the reality of it. And people will say, oh, anywhere in the world, that's fine, but it's more prevalent. And a lot of people have the same. So many people can't be lying. You understand? So many people cannot be lying about a place and a set of people. And for me, I listen to you all. If I don't like it, go back to my country. And I freaking did. All right.
My parents are doing lovely there. And if anyone wants to go there and meet.
Okay, hold on. Let me get y'all comments before we go to the other half of this video. So that's why she didn't say nothing, because of the backlash. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Cayenne Works. Kiki getting down to the get down. Yeah, this is the get down right here. This is what we want to see. This is what we want to know. We want to know what happened. Tell us what happened. 110 transparent, silly contradiction. Yeah, it wasn't transparency at all. It was pretending. It was going along to get along. My dad was Nambian, and he thought drinking was for trash when it came to women. Yeah, they do. They think that's the lowest thing you can do is drink and smoke cigarettes. Oh my God. Exactly. Yep, they'll think you are just nothing, honey. You are nothing at all. Hey, Maya, how you doing? Yeah, they'll just think you are just trash. Basics, Kiki, and yet these channels like ECOT Ghana tell us it's not bad. Water is as serious as is. Oh, that's terrible then. You better not go there. You may should go to visit, but you better not be. Well, some people, I ain't going to say that. Do what you think is best for you, but honey, make wise, conscious decisions. Unfortunately, in Africa, xenophobic ideations are real. Oftentimes, different tribes hate other tribes. I believe when Black Americans go to certain countries in Africa, they are immediately targeted. I believe that too. Yeah, because we're a whole different ethnic group, whether they believe it or not, and one that they think have money. Oh, thank you, Maya. That's so sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. That's really sweet of you. Uh, this is too much. These people, yeah, they suffered there, and the mom and dad are still there suffering. Yes, she suffered there. But see, y'all see what the YouTube people do to me. I don't really care. I don't care. But these people didn't want to go through that. They didn't want to come and tell the truth. And then tell the truth for what? For us to be attacked? For them to be attacked? So she just kept it to herself. Sounds like punishment to me. And she left her, she left her parents there. They wouldn't leave. I'm sure she wanted them to leave, but honey, you can't make your mother do nothing she don't want to do. Hey, Fiona, how you doing, sweetie? You cannot make your parents do nothing, honey, they don't want to do, especially your mother. Your mother ain't going to do nothing she don't want to do. Typhoid fever and malaria are almost like the common cold over there. Oh, goodbye, honey. Goodbye. For them, they'll be okay, but not us. They don't even be okay. Some of them pass away from that stuff. Her parents are now suffering the backlash. Yeah, that's I thought that too, Mr. Johnson. How you doing? I thought that too. I said, I wonder, since she's gone, is her parents suffering the backlash from what happened with her? Or now focusing all their anger on her parents? These young women are naive, Kiki. That's why they live there. They gotta be. They have to be. Because ain't no way I'll be doing that. I don't care how fine the men are there. Small. Cracks me up every time I hear it. Yeah, that's what they say. That means just a little bit of money, please. In one of Kenza's vlogs, she said the locals were stealing her water from the tank. Well, look at there. Looky. Oh, they've been stealing from her the whole time. She just don't know it. They've been stealing the nails. They've been stealing the equipment. That's why she always running out of stuff. They stealing whatever they want from her. Looky. That's what she knows of. What is she talking about? Jamaica is not different. Kiki, you're honest. Thank you. Best Greek, thank you. Yeah, that's how I was raised. Mayal says, Kiki, you're not telling a lie when you say your channel is for educational purpose. I didn't know that a person can lose their U.S. permanent residency for being over. I didn't either. Over a year out. I didn't either till she said it. Yeah. It is not the same as a U.S. citizen. It is not. That's why you have to become. Now, if she was naturalized citizen, had completed that process, they wouldn't. But a permanent resident, the rules are different. And thank you, Cindi, for telling us. Because the other people ain't going to tell us that. My advice to all Americans coming to Ghana, if you've never been to Ghana before, Miss Elizabeth says, when you come, please live in the city. Not the countryside like Cape Coast. Accra gives you American something. Okay? But see, the people we watch, they don't live in Accra. Latif's grandma was living in Cape Coast, remember? Or Elmina. Inez is in Elmina or Cape Coast. That's why they're having them problems. Always love your discussions and conversations. Stay true and remain blessed. Thank you. You too. Hey, Mr. Jordan, how you doing? All right, now let's get back to the video, y'all. I want to see what she's saying now.
My family, they have an open door policy. They love meeting people. They will show you around. They will show you and give you the opening the warm welcome that we thought that we would have received by who we thought we could have trusted, or my parents thought they could have trusted, you know. But because what we went through, we don't want anyone else to go through that. They will show you the right way. As far as purchasing land, and my family will help you. My parents, my stepdad, he's amazing with that. He has helped several people so far, and everything has come through. We've met people that you know, they've told us their story, and we help them.
I don't know why she muted that part right
Your land done properly, and nobody is coming to kick you off or tell you that you can't buy land here and da 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 da, and nobody is trying to rob you and charge you exorbitant amount of money. We want to give you the experience that we wish that we had gotten from somebody that we thought that we could have trusted. So when you come down to Ghana and you link up with my parents, them, believe you me, I can send, as a matter of fact, watch this video. These are people that met them from off of my YouTube channel, and shout them, thank you so much. You all made me cry when I just came back. You reached out to me when you went there and you saw my parents. They took you out to Anamao, which was one of my favorite restaurants, and they showed you an amazing time. We don't have no false pretenses. We don't have no, but listen, my parents don't had it all. We've had it all. And at the end of the day, you don't see no Brinks truck pull up at no cemetery. You cannot take it with you. So if my parents choose to live a minimalist life, they don't have no furniture in their home, and that's fine, because they don't plan on staying in one particular spot for the rest of their life in Ghana.
Did she say they perfect? Wait a minute. Did she say her parents don't have no furniture in their house?
They meant to go down there. Maybe they thought it would have been their forever home. Right now, they want to travel. My mother loves to travel and see.
She said wherever they were living, she thought that was going to be their forever home. But now they want to travel. So something's going on with the parents.
The world as to how it is going, you know, that's still what they want to do. The doors are open, and go to my mom's salon, hang out with her. They will show you the best that Ghana has to offer, the best that Cape Coast has to offer. You know, they will show you the side of Cape Coast.
So her parents live in Cape Coast. That's where this incident took place at, in Cape Coast. That's why she's telling us don't live there.
I'm not looking for anything from you but genuine friendship and love. You understand? We come from a different cloth. I don't know if people who know will know. You understand? We're not the same. We're not the same. We're not the same. Nobody's trying to get rich off of anybody. Because at the end of the day, like I said, you cannot take it with you. Materialistic things mean nothing to us. Money means nothing. We're just, at the end of the day, good conversation, laughter, love, and repeat the next day. You know? So with that being said, the greed, the crab in a barrel mentality, y'all can leave that right there. We're not about that type of behavior. My family, my mom, my stepdad, we're not about them type of behavior. Nobody's going to charge you. As a matter of fact, my stepdad is a chef. He was a world-renowned chef. He loves to cook and entertain. If you ever came anywhere where we lived in Florida, my friends and family can attest to it. People come and spend the weekend with us as a weekend getaway. Nobody is charging you to come and stay with us.
Wow.
You know? That's unheard of. I understand people have their Airbnb in the Pan-African village. That's on the free land that them get, and they're capitalizing off of that. More power to them. You understand? That's not what we are about. And I thought.
So she said some people, I guess, got some free land. They got Airbnbs on there, and they're charging people to stay there. That's interesting.
That's what I am used to, because I have aunties in Jamaica that they would never ever charge me. They would never even think about charging me a dime to pick me up from the airport. But if I even insult them and give them gas money or offer to give them gas money, it's an insult. Let alone they charge me to stay in their home. The lady charged us and then lied on top of it and talk about she gave me her guest room. Anyways, I'm not going to make this woman.
So the person I don't know if it's that lady, but whoever they have been cool with going there, she lied to them, okay, about a lot of things, and she overcharged them for things.
Give her any type of attention. Make sure stay right there. God is dealing with her. Her judgment is coming. My parents are thriving and are happy. God is on their side. the universe is all aligning for them. They're happy. They have good hearts. And people know people with good hearts. They're not going to sit there and let anything happen to them. I was worried about them, but believe you me, the things that my stepdad has done for people, he's opened his door. My mother has done for people in Ghana. It would be a sin if anybody hurt them. I had one particular person, I've blocked them several times on my YouTube and my TikTok, and they have criticized me for saying something negative. And I didn't even say anything negative. It was on another person's video. I commented and said, this is true. And then they're going to tell me that, oh, I am a hypocrite. I spread all these lovely videos. Yes, because I'm not going to talk negative about other people's country. I am from Jamaica. If anybody says anything negative about Jamaica, I get it. We're on their asses. So I'm not going to speak anything negative for a peaceful life and to save my mental health. I'm tired of saying it over and over. People say it to me, Ghanaians say it to me, why don't you tell all sides of the story? Yesterday, somebody said it to me in T-Mobile. I told them my whole story and they said, yes, I am wrong for not telling the truth. I did not lie. I just did not tell the negative.
That's what we said. But see, then you're not being transparent. You see what I mean? And that's where we're finding this issue. You know, maybe if you would have been transparent from the beginning, you know, you can tell what's going on in the country without, you can be transparent about what's going on in the country without, you know, dogging the country or talking bad about the country. Because that's what I do. But I don't dog the countries. I don't put the countries down. But I do tell you what's going on.
Like I said, if I say a mosquito bite me in Ghana, oh, go back to your country, then make them bite you up and da 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 da. It's not a nice feeling to be bullied on social media.
That's what they do, because y'all see what they do to me. So she's absolutely right. And some people, they don't want that. Me, I could care less. I could care less. But she doesn't want that. So she wasn't 100%, 110% transparent because of that.
Did not come on here for that. And y'all could keep that to yourself, because immediately block and delete. I don't want to hear it. This is my experience. My family is down there thriving and them don't care about nobody and them opinions, them living a good and happy life. They listen, it is what it is. And with that, I'm going to close. And it was an experience. I'm not going to say I will never go back to Ghana, but the experience that I had in Ghana was a hard pill to swallow. Even leaving the airport, the immigration officer.
Yeah, I know it was. Wait till y'all see this next video and when she tell what happened to her. I know that was hard for her to swallow because I kept thinking about it. And honey, I was visualizing it in my head. I had a whole mental movie of what happened to her. And it kept replaying and replaying and replaying. And I was like, oh my God. And nobody helped her. Nobody helped her. And then I kept thinking, what did she do to make them go off like that?
Does tax me. Oh my God. It was just, Ghana, educate your people, because you have people coming down there spending their hard-earned money, their savings. Be a little bit more friendly, you know? Be a little bit more considerate. Stop staring at people. Smile. I'm not saying everybody is miserable, but it's...
But they might be staring at you guys because of the clothes that you're wearing. Especially if Cape Coast and Elmina is rural, they probably are staring at you because of the clothes that you're wearing. Because I told you guys the first time I went to Gambia, okay, and it was during the Ramadan. And I'm thinking Gambia is like Nigeria, like Lagos. You can pretty much wear whatever you want to wear and people don't care. So I had on, and remember, this is Ramadan. I had on some shorts, but they came to my knees. We call them Bermuda shorts. I don't know if y'all still call them that. They came to my knees, and I had on a t-shirt, just shorts and a t-shirt and some sandals. I went to the market, and I noticed everybody was staring at me, and they were staring at me like, oh, poor thing, poor thing. It looked like everybody just was saying, poor thing, poor thing. So then I thought, my friend tells me when we get back, They're staring at you because of the way you dressed, because what you had on. It's Ramadan, and women don't dress like that. They don't wear tight clothes. They don't wear clothes revealing. They said they look at those shorts you have on. People consider those like underwear. And I said, "Are you serious?" And he's like, "Yes." So what I did was I went and bought me a whole new wardrobe when I was there. And I noticed what the ladies were wearing. Then I paid attention to what they were wearing. And then I just kind of went to the market and I bought what they were wearing. And then some people would stare at me, but I think it was more trying to figure out if I was Gambian. They didn't know if I was Gambian. They didn't know what I was. They didn't know if I was American, if I was from the UK. I used to get called a UK lady all the time. So they didn't know if I was American, UK, or African. So they didn't know what I was. So that's why they would just stare at me. They didn't know until I spoke. And, I wasn't speaking in public. So people would, I would catch people just like looking at me just like trying to figure me out. The look was like they were trying to figure me out. And that's because they were trying to figure out where I was from. But it wasn't like staring at me like they were when I had the inappropriate clothes on.
Ghana can be an amazing place. It is a beautiful country. It just needs improvement. God bless you all. Have a great day.
All right, so now we're gonna
Listen,
we're gonna watch this other one. This is what happened, y'all. Let me get y'all questions before we get to this one. And I need to tell y'all that trigger warning, honey. This is a trigger warning, so you might get triggered by this video. Please, thank you, Miss Greek. Please, everybody, yes, please get the like button so we can get these videos. Oh, 2 people shared it. Good. So everybody will know what's going on. Because the more people we know, the more people we get the message out to, the more people who will know about it. I'm just getting here, Maya says. So I'm not sure if it has been mentioned yet, but the Hebrew Israelites seem to be doing very well in Ghana. Yeah, I think they're in Nigeria too. They seem to be doing very well in Africa, period. But they're very conservative too. The women dress a certain way. Do you think the parents lost their permanent residency in the U.S.? Probably, if they've been gone more than a year, and they have. But they probably didn't plan on coming back. But they got a house in Jamaica. Hold on, I'm about to show y'all. Even if they lost the permanent residency in America, it doesn't mean anything. Miss Natty says, strong up to the panel. My question to Cindi is, where are you now, sis? She's in Jamaica now, living in a beautiful home. I'm about to show you where she is. She did an updated video. But she up out of there. She should have been, though. I bet she didn't feel safe anymore. The house, I take it, is empty. It sounded like it when she said they didn't have furniture. I have friends in Ghana, and they are very superstitious about Cape. Really? The Cape Coast area. They're saying it's full of witches, and that explains it. Well, look at what happened there. I'm sure it is. And you know what, Mr. Jordan? That Elmino Beach, Elagushi, I'm sorry, not Elmino, Elagushi Beach in Nigeria, what I was telling you about, where I was in a trance and them waves came up on me and I almost drowned. I ain't gonna say I almost drowned because I didn't even get wet. The wave didn't even hit me. It took I take that back. It hit my shoe. That was it. So no, the wave didn't even hit my shoe. It didn't even hit me. My shoe got stuck in the sand. So I didn't even get close to drowning. But that beach where those people, after that incident with me, where I was in that trance, the next day, 2 people passed away there, drowned there. That's what they said about that place. They said that place is full of spirits like that and people like that because of what happened there. All those people sold, all those people suffered, all that wrongdoing. Maybe all their furniture got stolen. They steal the furniture? They might be right. We don't know what happened to the furniture. She didn't tell us. Like we don't know what they're going through. How much are her parents charging for their help? I don't think they charge for help. The parents don't charge for help. They let you come there for free and they help you for free. Money may mean nothing to them, but it means something to the broke repats and desperate locals. Exactly. Exactly. And they love when money means nothing to you. I would be so worried about yeah, I would too. I know she is. I know she's worried about them because I would be. I had tickets to return to Ghana for January, but I'm changing to Rwanda. I have seen too many horrible incidents with Black Americans in Ghana. Yes, it's bad. It is really, really bad. Wait till you hear this one, honey. Wait till you hear this one. African Ghana is luring people to their overpriced residence. Yeah, they are overpriced. Everything there is overpriced. My nephew went to Rwanda. He said the people are very nice. But yeah, Rwanda looks. I keep thinking about their history though, with that whole thing that happened between the Hutu and the Tutsis. Oh no, I'm cool on them too. When Ghanaians come to America, they tell what they feel about America. Yet they don't want you to say anything about Ghana. No, they don't. Africans in general, they get so offended. But I don't know why exactly. People telling the truth. Again, there are lots of expats in Ghana. Some locals seeing them as a means to make money. Plus, Ghana is having cost of living. See, just like here. So just imagine in Africa, and they make their money off of you. Of course, they're going to raise the price of everything. I can't believe grown adults move to a country they have not seen or visited many times before. It's crazy and selfish if you have children. Yeah, it is. It really is crazy and selfish. Okay, hold on 1 second, y'all. Okay, 1 second. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. That was my son. Okay, so let's go back to the comments. Oh, Fiona said, I didn't read her comments. Fiona said, when I was living in Tanzania, they told me I couldn't wear shorts. Yep, and you can't wear anything exposing your body in the markets. Yep, she's right. You look UK. Oh, that's what they keep saying. You look like my grandson's school teacher. Oh my God. Ain't that something? And that's what I am. Look just like a teacher. When I was at the university, all the little kids, when they would see me, they would say, what you going to school for? Are you a teacher? And I used to get so mad. And I would say, no, I'm not a teacher. You know how many times I kept saying no? I was running from being a teacher. And that's what God had for me to do all this time. Because when I was little, I used to play school. That's all I ever wanted to play was school. But when I was at the university, because so many people were asking me that, and people were acting like that's all Black women could do was be teachers, I didn't want to do that. So I got all these college degrees, went all around the bush to come back to being what I was called to do, and a teacher. So that's an honor that I look like your grandson's school teacher. That makes me feel good. All right, y'all. That makes me feel real good. But yeah, that's what they always say when I'm in Gambia. They call me a UK lady. And I always say, do I look like I'm from the UK? And they always say, yes, you do. Yes, you do. But when the white people speak the truth about Africa's deplorableness, African people agree with the white people. Do they, G? That's horrible then. Hebrew Israelites are that's what I'm telling you. That's why they fit in. Their culture is like African culture. All right, so here's the next one, y'all. This is when they talk about what actually happened, and this is just traumatizing. Hold on, I'm going to slow this one down because, I'm going to put this on the normal speed so we can understand exactly what's going on. And again, she didn't put this video on her channel. Oh, yes, she did, because it's on there now. So she did put it on there. But the guy made the video. This other guy made the video about what happened. So let's go. That's her mother. And this is the Cape Coast. I guess this is that dungeon thing. The castle. And she's saying most of the people who were thrown there went to the Caribbean, which is true. There are large underground dungeons there. The dungeons were a place of terror and death. This is where the Europeans lived in the back right there. The Africans lived underground in the dungeons. Those were the castles' cannons pretty much to protect them. The basement was an imposing fortress. It was often the last memory that the Africans had. Then they would go to the gate of no return.
Okay, guys, so this is going to be my last and final video talking about Ghana. Hello, and welcome back to my channel, guys. My name is Cindi Marvelous. As you can see, I am back in my beautiful country of Jamaica. Yes, I am home. This is my Jamaica. This is the land of my birth. This is where I'm from. This was where I was raised. This is the beautiful, beautiful town of Kingston, Jamaica that we're overlooking. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share.
Now, I'm not sure why they even needed to go to Ghana. If this is where they live at, that's beautiful.
The country and its people, even though it's people where I was again in Central Region, Cape Coast, Ghana. I am not speaking about the entire country of Ghana or the entire population. I am speaking about the handful of people that I encountered in Asebu, Agendum, Cape Coast, Central Region of Ghana. Okay?
And that's the places where these people are who we watch. They're all, and they talk about Kenza babe. Kenza wish she was a babe. She done made 2 videos about this Asabu place. So they're in these rural places because that's all they can afford. They can't afford the cities.
So the worst thing that happened to me was at the Cape Coast Castle. I had a friend that reached out to me via social media. She said that it was her birthday and she was going to go on a group trip with other friends. Instead, she wanted to come to Ghana because I made Ghana look so nice and she always wanted to come to the motherland. Plus, she knew someone else that she had met off of Facebook that was a local or whatever. I said, no problem, whatever. She was coming into Accra. I could just tell from her pictures that she just was not having a very good time. And she didn't want to talk about it. She didn't talk about it until way, way after. But she went through hell. The guy at the airport charged her 1,000 cities from at the airport to where she was going. It shouldn't have cost more than 60 cities, if that much. You know, they took away, they charged her, I think, like 1,000 cities also at the airport for her drone. Like, it was just one snowballing after the other. This poor child came to Ghana to enjoy her birthday. Nothing was put in place for her. The girl said she has a beautiful place where she could stay, and it turned out to be a mattress on the floor. Like, it was just a nightmare. It was a nightmare. So she came to me. She got a taxi. This girl, I thought that she thought that the lady had a vehicle or whatever. Turns
out 60 CDs are $3.75. 1,000 CDs are that's $62.
Thought she had a driver.
So he's supposed to charge her about $4 They charged her $62.
And this driver takes her to Cape Coast. So we meet up. You'll see it in the video. We meet up. Her friend, so she's bringing this toddler with her, and it's crying and wow, 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 in her ears the whole time. Like she just was having a miserable time from she got there. So I said, all right, come and have lunch with me at my favorite place in Cape Coast, coast to coast.
People, welcome to Cape Coast. I want you to take a look at the beautiful scenery. We just had lunch at this amazing restaurant. You have to come here. The food is amazing. When I say it's amazing, it's amazing. And it's right next to the dungeon.
That's the restaurant that they went to.
The Cape Coast dungeon. I'm not calling it the castle, this is the dungeon. The food.
We embrace the culture. I've embraced the culture. I mean, I went into little what do they call them? The little bars, chop bars.
Yeah.
And I eat and I embrace. Someone says Ghanaian people. I must have been in the dregs of Ghana, where people still eat with their. Everyone in Cape Coast, as far as I knew, they eat with their hands. When I went to Accra, people were eating with their hands. So I don't know what you're talking about. But anyways, we embrace the culture. I eat with my hands. Lydia, of course, she brings me what I like. The girl, we finally meet her. And then, my mom was with us. You'll
Let
see.
me tell you what I learned in school, what they said in these travelers, these European travelers are writing their journals about the way they eat, why this is significant, how they eat. Because the more contact you have with Europeans, the less you eat with your hands. So notice the way the diasporan from the UK eat. Notice the way the diasporan from the United States eat. They had a lot of contact with Europeans. We don't eat with our hands like that. My grandmother used to eat with her hands. Very rarely did she eat with us with silverware. But that was because of where she grew up. She didn't have a lot of contact with Europeans like that. So the reason they want to know, they're making a big deal out of that, is because they're saying these people are so behind, they still eat with their hands. Why are you a place where people are so behind that they're still eating with their hands?
Get in the video. And my friend Cavalli, shout out to Cavalli, I was talking to him and venting to him, and he was like, no, we gotta make this known because you post nothing but beautiful videos on your social media. Like, this is unacceptable what they've done to you. And after it happened, I felt so hurt. I felt defeated. My stepdad wasn't here. It was at that time that he
was the friend, that guy we saw in the video clip. He's the friend who made the video.
Went away in the States, so he wasn't here, and it was just my mom and I and us three girls out there. But I felt safe because it's been preached in my head over and over that Ghana is a safe place. Now, mind you, I'm from New York, I'm from Jamaica, I have street smarts, but it's just been drilled in my head that Ghana is one of the safest places. So I have the confidence walking amongst my people.
But I thought she said she was from Florida, so she's from New York and Florida and Jamaica.
Feeling like I'm free. Yes, I know that there are beggars out there, but I also go down there to get a little bit of Bob Marley.
Finally, the herbs come around.
Like I said, I go there often. It wasn't a place that I did not know. I go there often.
Did she put that video clip in? Or did she put that video clip? Did she put that video clip in there? Is she saying that's what she go down there for? Is that what that was supposed to mean?
Turn it off.
Donald jerk. Right. Oh my God, you do that for that.
You need to pay. You need to pay. The pay to go in. I've never.
No.
Yeah, palm wine is good.
I went with other people. We've never ever had to pay to go in. I've never seen a booth.
Well, this is the incident.
I've never seen anyone out there collecting money. I saw a sign that says donations are welcome, whatever. We get there that particular day with my friend and her baby and her friend. And we walk in. It was crowded for some reason. I've never seen it that crowded. There were a bunch of tour buses and a bunch of these people there. And some men ran up to me, two guys. Excuse, you need to pay. You need to pay. Grabbing on my arm. I said, first of all, I know about the scamming there. People will come and tell you that, oh, you have to pay. And they don't even work there. Okay, so I knew about that. Remember, I'm in Cape Coast almost 3 times a week. The bank is right there. I have business in Cape Coast. I'm in Cape Coast all the time. So he grabbed onto my hand and I said, no, we're just taking pictures. Well, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? And then he calls. I said, well, who are you? Let me see some ID. Whatever. He refused and he's shouting in my face and pointing at me. I said, stop pointing at me. I'm not touring. I'm just going to take. So you don't think this place has to be. Listen, if he approached me a little bit better, like I said, I was used to being scammed. I've been scammed there before with the same way. Okay? 80 cities is nothing. That's $8. That's nothing for me to pay to go in, but we weren't touring. We just wanted to take a few pictures and then walk out. Now we get it. I get it. But again, I have been there over 15 times and I never had to pay. So do not come in my comments talking about, oh, you think you're better than people. You don't have to pay and da 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 da. We never ever paid. Okay, so now there's a bunch of these people there, and these freaking house people feel like they're gonna. Anyways, the long story short is, I asked him, take your fingers out of my face, and if you touch me, I'm gonna punch you. I said that to him. I'm a 3rd-degree black belt in Taekwondo.
There, let's back that up. That's a problem right there.
Me to pay to go in, but we weren't touring. We just wanted to take a few pictures and then walk out. Now we get it. I get it. But again, I have been there over 15 times and I never had to pay. So do not come in my comments talking about, oh, you think you're better than people. You don't have to pay and da 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 da. We never ever paid. Okay. So now there's a bunch of these people there, and these freaking house people feel like they're gonna. Anyways,
so they're trying to make some money. Now let me tell you, I was in the same situation. Well, let me let her finish, then I'll tell you.
Story short is, I asked him, take your fingers out of my face, and if you touch me, I'm gonna punch you. I said that to him.
So right there, if you take your fingers out of my face, but if you touch me, I'm gonna punch you. That right there, I don't think I would have said that. I don't think I would have said that. I don't think I would have said any of that was being said. Because that to me, she said she didn't come on YouTube and say bad things about Ghana because Ghana was not her country. But the way she's behaving with this person who is Ghanaian, who's trying to exploit this, and I know, we all know he's trying to exploit the situation. We all know. He's just trying to make some money. We know that. Okay. Everybody who knows, who's been to Africa, know exactly what he's doing. Okay. But he feels like if that's his way of making money, what do you have to do with it? Why are you interfering with his way of making money? And it ain't just him. It was more people.
I'm a 3rd-degree black belt in Taekwondo. Okay. I don't mess around. I'm also from New York and from Jamaica. These men proceeded. I had on a dress. One of them grabbed me in between my legs.
Hear that? She said she had on a dress. One of the men grabbed her in between her legs. I can't believe that.
I'm a 3rd-degree black belt in Taekwondo. Okay? I don't mess around. I'm also from New York and from Jamaica. These men proceeded. I had on a dress. One of them grabbed me in between my legs. Okay, and flipped me backwards. Meanwhile, he did that. I had my phone in my hand and
So he grabbed her in between her legs and flipped her backwards. I couldn't even get that picture out of my head. Because that right there, grabbing you in between your legs, that means I don't have no respect for you whatsoever. And you need to realize who you are, where you are, and what you're doing. Because that's what that was about. That's what that grabbing you in between your legs. And you know he had to squeeze hard to flip her over.
Hit one of them and I punched the other. 4 men attacked.
All she had was a cell phone, and she hitting them with the cell phone. That ain't hurting them. That ain't doing nothing to them.
Me. Attacked me. Well, tried to attack me because I defended myself. I went down fighting.
No, 4 men attacked you. 4 men attacked you. There's no way you did any harm to them men. No, you might have scratched maybe one on, but you didn't do no harm to them. They attacked you. The taekwondo or whatever that is, taekwondo, that didn't do nothing. That didn't help at all in that situation.
Kicked both of them with both feet out. I kicked them in their private parts hard as I could freaking kick them while I was going down. And I had my phone in my hand and I'm punching him in his eye. Blood's gushing everywhere. Or I couldn't even see the amount of blood that's on me, and I'm still fighting. I'm scratching, I'm scraping, I'm biting. 4 men, 4 grown men were on top of me in front of these.
So she hit one of them in the eye with the phone and busted, I guess, all of this up here, and blood is squirting everywhere. Yeah, she needed to leave from there real quick.
People, I felt betrayed. I felt hurt, humiliated. No one would help me. Not one other Ghanaian man, not one other human being. They all stood there and watched me.
Well, what about her friends? Why didn't the friends help? She had 2 friends with her. Why didn't they do something?
So I portrayed that country so amazing.
You sure did.
And these men.
But did you hear what she said? I portrayed that country. So I created an image of that country. It's so perfect. It's so wonderful. And I created that portrayal for you all. And this is how you all repay me? You jump me?
Attacked me over 80 cities. Okay?
Which is,
they had me on the
$5
ground. 4 of them. 4 of them for about a good 5 minutes. I don't even know how long it was because I blacked out. When I got up, someone actually came over eventually and parted it and pulled me up off the ground. I got up, I couldn't breathe, and I was just walking towards the restaurant where my mother was. My mom sees me coming covered in blood, and she starts screaming hysterically because she had no idea what happened. Lydia and her brother is a chief. They see me coming. They're screaming. Everybody's running behind me. They don't know what's happening. And they come and they wash me off. Not one, I had not a scratch on me. All that blood was from them. You know? I gotta stop. I'll come back in a second.
Mm-hmm.
After that happened, a person that...
Okay, let me get y'all comments first. Okay, no, don't go there dressed like that. No, you can't. Boobies on display now in Jamaica. Gordon Bennett. Who is Gordon Bennett? There's an article online about Cape Coast Castle being under siege by beggars. Yeah. And that's what those people were, beggars. And they were trying to eat that night. And you were messing up their game. And they were furious about that. London ladies, these women be doing too much with boobs exposed, etc. Yeah, you can't be doing that. People don't respect you. Yeah, too much. Yeah, you just shouldn't have said anything. You know, if you want to take the picture and you can't take the picture without paying the $5, then let's just go, because it's not worth arguing with them. The games being played in the U.S. are similar. It's all about who you vibe with. There's games being played everywhere. You're not going to go anywhere where no games are being played. Too much legs, bum, and booze. Easy looking. Sorry. Yes, she's right. And I'm sorry, I didn't want to say that. So somebody else said it. But they feel like that was part of the problem. No self-awareness. And that there was no self-awareness to you have to be aware of self. My grandparents are with their hands. Are with their hands. What you mean? What you mean your grandparents are with their hands? Okay, what's this one say? We read that one. Oh, my grandparents ate with their hands. Yep. My grandmother did too. She always said it make the food taste better. I would say, Nana, why you don't eat with a fork and a spoon? And she would say, because I like to eat with my hands. It make the food taste better. Ezra, just as you said it. She did say she goes for weed often. That's what she said. She goes there for that? Oh. But why tell us that? Why was that necessary? Is palm wine alcoholic? I argue that it isn't, but my friend seems to argue that it is. I don't know. I just know it tastes good. It's fermented palm juice. And it is so good. It is so good. It doesn't taste like alcohol to me. It just tastes really, has a really good taste. Yeah, I picked up various places she lived in the U.S. I think there are other issues going on with her and her family. I'm not buying the luxurious living in Jamaica, because I'm like, if that's the case, I would not have left. If I'm living like that in Jamaica, I would go visit Africa, but I ain't trying to, I ain't doing that. Oh no, she didn't chat all that chat to him about a scam. Too much explaining. Yeah, she shouldn't have said nothing. He was trying to make his little money like that. That should have been the end of it.
Like I said, made
Okay, so let's go back here.
regular YouTube videos with, promoted him selling land in Agendum. He said, "Don't move, I'm on my way." When he came, he went in the vehicle, he took the guy in the vehicle. The guy comes to me, "Look what you did to my eye. You have to pay for it. You have to pay for it." So he takes him, and I'm thinking that he's going
to... I told you, if you injure somebody, you have to pay for it. You have to pay for whatever it is you needed to do for their damage.
Take him to the police station or something. I'm waiting. He comes back about 45 minutes later and tells me just to forget about it. Let bygones be bygones. Now, this particular video is one of the most heartbreaking things that happened to me while I was in Ghana. And it took me a while to get over it, to be honest.
So you guys, something very, very disheartening happened in Ghana, and this...
Okay, this was the guy who made the video about the incident. Let me go back and get these comments before we listen to him. Oh dear, she needed to shut up at that point. She threatened him with violence. He sure did. And he was like, what? You gonna do what? Oh, well, let me show you what we're gonna do to you. This is why women get messed up threatening men. Black belt got you beat down. It did. It did. But I'm sure you have bruises that you couldn't see. I bet you were sore the next day. Stupid thing to say to an African man, yeah. Especially in his African country. And he there trying to make some money, and he cleaning up, and you messing it up. Exactly. That aggression and threats against a man might fly in New York, but not in Africa. No. It ain't gonna even fly in New York. Africa. Okay. She forgot where she was. Excuse me. You don't do that in a patriarchal society. No. You don't do that. You don't talk like that. Maybe she was trying to protect her friends. Entertainment says, what's good, Kiki? Oh, you tell me what's good. You tell me. Prosperous Perspective says, I don't believe her. Where was all that martial arts at that? Well, he grabbed her by her private part and flipped her. So I think that threw her off. I think she wasn't ready for that move. I don't think they taught her that one in martial arts. Yeah, I never even heard of that. Somebody grab you by your private part and flip you. Diddy should have moved to Ghana. He would have been all right just playing. Oh my God, y'all are crazy. Let's see. London lady says, it's not a third degree liar. It's not a third degree liar. It's a third Dan black belt. Furthermore, it's a third degree black belt. If she was a third degree black belt, she wouldn't have attacked that toxic. She wouldn't have she wouldn't have attracted that toxic energy of that situation, because they have part of being doing uh, martial arts is calming yourself, controlling your emotions, controlling your anger, controlling all of that. Your chi, that's your energy. So you're very cautious of your chi. So her chi should have picked up, this is a negative situation, let me leave. This don't have nothing to do with me, you know. So she's right. She's Jamaican. Yes, she is. Okay. Edra says, mouth, yeah, she sure did. Her mouth wrote a check she couldn't cash. Yep, sure did. She's lucky to be alive. She needs to sit down, though. Yeah, she is lucky to be alive. She's really lucky to be alive. Yep, keep it real, Kiki. They attacked her, and not the other way around. I probably couldn't do much against four men, and no, nobody could. Not four African men. They are strong. They are super strong, and it ain't no telling what they was doing. Where was her mom was at the restaurant. I'm still stuck on the first one. I'm still. I know you stuck on that, honey, because I am too. I can't even imagine. I just usually Caribbean women are more docile and are used to patriarchal systems. She lived in America too long. Is that what happened to her? She beat them up. No, I don't think she beat them up. I think she hit them with the cell phone. She had a weapon, and she was hitting them with the cell phone. But I don't think she beat them up, because they said they had to pull the men off of her. So they were on top. They were on top of her. Okay, they were on top of her. So if she's beating them up, I think they would have been okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I think it would have been the other way around. But if they think she got the best of them, if they think that, then that's not good for her. She really needs to leave. Yeah, sounds like her Jamaican came out of that handbag. Yeah, she should have just not been in that situation. If she was in Dubai, she'd be in prison. She sure would. She sure would. Yes, palm wine is alcoholic. Oh, is it, Elizabeth? Because, honey, I argue about that all the time. I always say, no, it's not. Liar and lies, lies, lies. Shameful destroyer. Why are you lying for no reason? Four men did not take away your phone. Oh, she's right. Whoever this is, Archie. Is that your name, Archie? Archie's right. Why didn't somebody take the phone? And if four men are beating you and doing whatever to you, how come you not messed up? And we don't have video footage of the fight. We just have video footage of her fighting the man. I mean, arguing with the man. Like, we don't see that part. Good point. Very good point. Very, very good point. Four African men beat you. You gonna know four African men beat you, honey. You gonna know one African man beat you. Can you do a story on Let's Talk Africa with Abina scamming cities? Who is Abina? Let's Talk Africa with Abina scamming city. Okay, I gotta figure out who she is. Let me write that down. But if it's about people land scamming and people buying land, those people need to stop. I can't stop people from being fools, and some people just want to be fools. The people who want to be fools, you can't do nothing about them. I wonder if this is the lady they told me about last time. Abina, Let's Talk Africa. Okay. And you said she's scamming cities, or she has scamming cities. All right, I'll see what I can find about this person. But if it's a case where people are sending her money and they in America and they're sending her money, then I feel like that's their fault, because you should know better by now than sending people in other countries money that you don't even know. Africans are not confrontational on the continent. Lived in Africa for almost 4 years and never seen any fight. Honey, in Nigeria, you mustn't live in Nigeria. Because, honey, you can see that go down every day. They argue and fuss and fight every day. Kiki, it all came down to love. We need more love in the world. Yeah, that's true. We do. She's where is the patriarchal run up when the Chinese are beating Africans? Yeah, at them jobs. That's crazy right there. This can't happen in Ghana. You have forgotten where you were. Guyana, not Ghana. 4 men will never, I guess, hurt one woman. And Ghanaians watching. See, that's another thing I thought strange. Everywhere on earth would this happen? Even anywhere on earth, where on earth would this happen? Madam Black Belt. Oh, this person think that she lying. But that's a good point, because I told y'all when I was in Africa, even in Nigeria, they're not going to stand around, and they certainly not going to stand around and let no man beat up no woman. They're not going to do that. And for them to stand around and let 4 men beat up one woman, that's highly unusual for Africa. It really is. They don't like drama like that. They don't like mess like that. So this person has a valid point. This person is making some valid points. That is very unusual. These men would have not done that to a white female nor an Arab female, G says. Well, the guy is saying they didn't do it to no female. They wouldn't do it to no female. Hey, heavy pedal time. Kiki, remember the home demolition in Ghana? Yeah. Well, it happened in the Gambia in the summer of 2022 in Jabang Estates, a flood-prone real estate. People are still homeless. Oh, wow. Really? That's horrible. Exactly. There would have been some damage to her body if things occurred, as she stated. Something is off with her story. Yes. Yes. I'm tending to. Now you guys are bringing out some fantastic points, because you're right. And if you're being slammed to the ground and 4 men on top of you, what they doing? Just laying there? They're hitting you. You're going to be bruised. You're going to have bruises. They may not be scratching you, and they're going to hit you. If they beating you like this, you're going to have marks everywhere. You're going to have bruises. Oh, no. Yeah, you're right. Something ain't right. Oh, you guys are making good points. How long did she stay on top of her while they were enjoying her? How long did they stay on top of her while she was enjoying her holidays? You talking about the man? She said they were on top of her about 5 minutes. Beautiful honeymoon. Okay, beautiful honeymoon. They're saying, she said it was about 5 minutes. They were beating you for 5 men were beating you for 5 minutes. Some bruises, markings should be there. I watched some of the videos of Abina. She speaks her truth. Okay, I don't know who Abina is. African. Okay, so G is agreeing. Oh, y'all bringing out some good facts. Amazing how people are defending the heathen who grabbed this woman between her legs. Supposedly it was 4 heathens, honey. Grabbed her between her legs, flipped her over, and they beat her up. Thank you, True Sim, she says. She can't believe that they're doing that. But they're asking, it's good questions. These are the questions that have to be asked. How could you be beat up by 4 African men and don't have any marks on you? These are valid questions, y'all. We can't just go around believing anything people say. I mean, I'm sorry this happened. It's disturbing to my soul. No, we're not defending the behavior and we're not condoning the behavior. We're just asking questions about what happened. We're just saying this person is saying, it ain't even us, it's the person on. So please don't say, Kiki, how could you say that? Kiki is not saying it. Y'all see who said it, okay? I'm responding to what they're saying. This person has valid points. This person is saying, Kiki, be real. How could you be assaulted? You're a woman yourself. How could you be picked up by your private part, flipped over, okay, and then you're attacked by 4 men for 5 minutes and you have no marks on you? You have no marks on you, Kiki. How true do you think that could possibly be? And I'm saying, personally, I don't think. I think if you're attacked by four black men, for African men, if you attacked by 4 men, period, you're not walking away with no marks or bruises on you. That's my personal opinion. All right. I'm just personally agreeing with him. I'm sorry to say that, that's just what they're making some valid points. 4 men, 1 woman. There's more to this story. It's got to be. Because you're not going to walk away and have no marks on you. No black eye, no busted lip, no mark, no head busted. They flipped you over on cement. You should have a knot on your head, a bruise on your head, hair pulled out. Sometimes you take all that you can take. She got sick of the small and snapped. Yeah, that's why you should leave. She's not telling the full story. Something's not right here. Something's not right. So they think something's not right, and I'm tending to agree. If she was 3rd degree, that's why she walked away unscarred. But how? When they're on top of her, the 3rd degree didn't matter. When she was going down, she said she kicked them. She kicked both of them in their private parts. Then she hit one of them with the phone. But they're on top of you for 5 minutes. People have to come and pull them off of you. And that the fact that they let this go on for 5 minutes, that's so hard for me to believe.
Stuff has never been heard from any content creator. This lady here has about 19,000 followers, and all she does is to create beautiful content about Ghana, and she's not even a Ghanaian. She's a Jamaican and American. So let me tell you how the story goes. Pause and read, then I will summarize it for you. So it appears that one of her friends came from America to come and see her. The friend has been following her on TikTok right from time, and the friend came from America to see her. But right from the airport, they don't extort the friend. See, because of drone, she go pay $150. Then transportation from
okay,
she's inviting.
That's the story she already told us.
Them to come just by creating her content. So this is really, really sad. Ghanaians, may not try they do business like mature people. May not try they do business professionally. The video you say you are videoing me. Come on, man. It's a public place. They're coming there to take pictures. They're just coming to take pictures. They're not tourists. The man was saying some things. Let me even show you guys the video.
I heard her say, I will punch you. And he said, you will punch me.
By creating her content. So this is really, really sad. Ghanaians, may not try they do business like mature people. May not try they do business professionally. The video you say you are videoing me. Come on, man. It's a public place. They're coming there to take pictures. They're just coming to take pictures. They're not tourists. The man was saying some things. Let me even show you guys the video.
Look, yeah. So we didn't see nothing after that. She said, I will punch you, and it looked like it was some altercation jumped off, and we didn't see it.
Creating her. May not try they do business. The man was saying some things. Let me even show you guys the video.
Wait, let me slow it down. Let me slow it way down. So I'm trying to see if that's true, man. You said you're gonna punch me, but that looked like that was a different man. I didn't see 4 men.
Men are tried. She's not supposed to post this kind. Men are try they do business.
I'm wondering why she didn't post the rest of the fight. You know, she didn't she must have had the phone in her hand the whole time because she was using it as a weapon. I don't know, maybe she stopped recording. So let's see this again. Oh shoot, I keep going past it. Hold on.
Inviting them to come just by creating her content. So this is really, really sad. Ghanaians, men are you guys the video.
So that's one guy, okay? That's the one she was arguing with when she first came up. But nobody's paying attention to the argument. Look at that. So if it was really like that, but it was loud, I don't see anybody even looking. So him, and then there's another man around. See, here's another one. She said, that's the one said, you'll punch me. Okay, so that was 2 men we saw. Okay.
So Mommy and I are about to meet one of our followers that has now become our friend. She just recently arrived and we are in Cape Coast, right? It was her birthday. So you guys, when you come here, please don't hesitate to hit us up. We will come and visit you. There's an entrance fee. You drink coconut? Oh, yeah. I bring you some. Hello, baby.
Oh, that's the lady.
Hello, my pretty girl. Tell me that again. What is it? This is a national monument. Right. And someone is taking care of it. Let me see your ID. Why do you want to? Let me see your ID. I don't know who you are.
See right there. No, people do not go there doing that. No.
Hello, baby. Hi, hello, my pretty girl.
That's all bad, people.
Tell me that again.
That's all bad. You don't tell this man, let me see your ID, blah, 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 blah. He telling you it's a fee. If you know it's not a fee, right? And you know this is a scam, then just leave. Just leave.
What is it? This is a national monument. Right. And someone is taking care of it. Let me see your ID. Why do you want to? Let me see your ID. I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. Since we have to pay, I don't know who you are. Who are you? You are security, but who are you?
See, he talking to somebody else. He ignoring her. He done let me just leave this woman alone. Let me walk over here and start talking to these people to see if I can get them to pay. And she's still yelling stuff. Who are you? Who are you? He's a Ghanaian and you're not. First, let's start there.
Let me see your ID.
Yeah, this is too much.
We're not taking a tour.
See?
We're just taking pictures.
See, and these people are probably like, why don't she just be quiet? What's the big deal? It's just some change. Pay the change and let's go.
There is no such thing as an entrance fee.
He's still ignoring us.
There is no entrance fee to come here. Sir, there is no. I don't want to have a problem with you.
See?
I don't want to have a problem.
He done said, I don't want to have a problem with you. He's been ignoring her all this time. Oh, this is really bad. He's been ignoring her. He done went to the other ladies and started talking to them, still trying to get this entrance fee because, okay, even if it is a scam, we know it's a scam. He's trying to get his money. If you're going to pay, pay. If not, just go. Why try to mess up this man's game? Like when we was little, why try to throw salt on this man's game? Why? Why? This might be his only way to support himself.
Problem with you is I've been here. No, we don't. No, we don't. Don't point in my face. I'll do that because you are recording. Don't point in my face.
That was not a point in the face. That was a point at you.
There is no entrance fee to come here.
He ain't even talking to her. He ain't even talking to her.
Sir, there is no. I don't want to have a problem with you. I don't want to have a problem with you. I've been here. No, we don't. No, we don't. Don't point in my face. I'll do that because you are recording. Don't point in my face.
I don't think that was a point in my. I wouldn't consider that a point in my face. I would think that's a point at me. Like a point in your face is like this. Let me make you this face. Like
come
this.
throw me out. Tell the police to come and throw me out.
That's a point in your face.
I have the authority to throw out. Call the police. Who are you? You still have.
Call the police. Look at that, y'all. Call the police in Ghana.
Who are you? Let me see your ID.
Show me your ID.
We're not taking a tour. We're just taking pictures. There is no such thing as an entrance fee. There is no entrance fee to come here. Sir, there is no. I don't want to have a problem with you. I don't want to have a problem with you. I've been here. No, we don't. No, we don't. Don't point in my face. I'll do that because you are recording. Don't point in my face.
So he walks away again from this lady. He just says, forget it. Let me go talk to somebody else.
No, come throw me out. Tell the police to come and throw me out.
Come throw me out. Come tell the police to throw me out. Why? Why? Why create this situation for yourself? Why? Look at this man's face. Why?
I have the authority to throw out. Call the police. Who are you? You still haven't thrown me your ID. Can you turn back? No. Show me your ID that you're still. You don't have no right to ask me. I can ask anyone anything since it's a national monument. You're disgraceful to Ghana. You are a disgrace to the Ghanaian people. Look at you. You are the disgrace to the society. You have no idea who I am, and I'm going to let the world know. I am going to let the world know who you are. The president of this nation will not do this. How can you come to somebody's premises and say you are because it says everywhere that you don't have to pay. You people are robbing tourists.
Also, she arguing with him too.
You are robbing tourists. You are robbing the tourists. Do not pay.
Wow. So she telling them do not pay because they're robbing the tourists. Wow. And they need this money. They need this money to eat.
Who are you? Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Who are you? Get out of my face. You are the one getting in my face. Get out of my face. You are out here robbing people. You don't have to pay. It is all over.
That this lady just intervened. See how she came over there and
got you are robbing tourists. You are robbing the tourists. Do not pay. Get out of my face. Who are you? Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Who are you? Get out of my face. You are the one getting in my face. Get out of my face. You are out here robbing people.
She told him, come on, let's just forget that. Let's just go.
You don't have to pay. It is all over the tourist blogs that you do not have to pay. I can give a donation if I feel like it. So they are taking tours.
She said it's all over the tourist blogs. But do you know everything? That stuff will be wrong. What you read on the internet and when you get there, honey, that ain't true. That is not true.
Taking tours. We are not taking tours. This is free. There is no entrance fee. No.
So what happened after that? Let's go see where it ended.
Who are you? Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Who are you? Get out of my face. You are the one getting in my face. Get out of my face. You are out here robbing people. You don't have to pay. It is all over the tourist blogs that that you do not have to pay. I can give a donation if I feel like it. So they are taking tours. They are taking tours. We are not taking tours. This is free. There is no entrance fee. No.
So I don't know what happened. Why did the camera just cut off?
You are the one. No.
See? Was she on the ground then, y'all? The angle from the camera looked like maybe she was on the ground. Because see, the man's right there. Looked like she's looking up. So she might be on the ground there.
Never in my life.
All right, let me get y'all comments real quick. Yeah, that whole situation could have been avoided. That entire situation was something that did not have to happen. Jamaican women have tough skin. It could be possible, Kiki. What? What? Regardless, you still don't put your hands on women. No, you don't. But you don't put your hands in situations. In Africa, if you act like a man, honey, they're going to treat you like one. They ain't going to care that you a woman. They're going to feel like you acting like a man, so let me treat you accordingly. And they're going to give you the business. Like I tell the kids, they're going to give you the business. You never seen MMA? Yeah, mixed martial artists. Yeah. Yeah, I see him all the time. My son likes watching that. Black belt magic woman won that fight against the 4 blind men easily without a scratch on her body. Yeah, we don't kind of believe that. We're kind of downing that. That just sounds like a fairy tale. Should have had something. 4 men, they kicking and punching. What was they doing? Nothing. Tell her to do a backflip, then I believe she's a 3rd degree black belt. I don't know. It just doesn't sound. I mean, you guys have some valid points. Why didn't her family hear her screaming? Everyone would have heard the incident if they were in a restaurant. Yep, she's right. And the restaurant was right across the street, remember? They grabbed her where it hurts to flip her. Heathens, come on now. Yeah, they did. So, and somebody grabbing you there and flipping you, you ain't doing no correct. You thrown completely off balance. You're blacked out to what's going on. Remember, she said she was blacked out. You are completely blacked out to what's going on, because trust me, that had to be truly traumatizing. Even Bruce Lee would have had a tough time fighting 4 men, but she's a female Bruce Lee. Right. Right. And no marks at all. 3rd degree burns, 3rd degree black belt. And I wouldn't be bragging about that. And I think Jamaicans don't have to pay for a visa to Ghana. She should feel at home with family instead of trying to fight the men while she is entitled. Yeah, that was a bit much. How you over in their country telling them what they not going to do? She's giving 2 faces. She's aggressive. Yeah, she is. She pretends like she's not aggressive to the camera, but she's really aggressive. Tone and delivery, the loud talking. Yeah, she's very aggressive. She was very aggressive to them. And it wasn't even your business. She should go to Nigeria with that stupid attitude. Respect Africans. Okay. Did you see SES fake confrontation today? No, somebody just emailed me about it. I'm gonna watch it when I get off. ES probably want us to talk about it, y'all. But she know we smart. She don't know how smart we are. We could tell fakeness when we see it. She want us to talk about her so bad so she can get some more views. Now, Ghana will watch women be assaulted and do little about it if they observe that the woman was wrong or offensive. Oh, so you think they thought she was wrong, and because see how they was looking at her, so they felt like, oh yeah, you deserve that. So let them get a little punches in, and then we'll come and help you once they get their punches in. Just move on. She's doing the loud talking for attention and to put put it on social media. Yeah, because there's no point in that. I would have never been doing all that. I'm going to hit you in your eye. I'm not going to do nothing to you. Oh, no, not yeah, yes, she want to be back in the news, y'all. I'm going to go look at it when I get off of here. And maybe we'll talk about it and laugh at it. Yeah, because she ain't going to like that. She's been in America too long where she knows she can get away with that aggression and threats, because you can't get away with that here, because there's always that gives her laws that give her that courage. But she can't threaten people here like that. She can't hit people. She can't do none of what she was doing. Instigator. Yeah, that's what she did. She instigated that whole thing. And then now she's a victim. I'm sorry, Miss Cindi. I'm just telling you as I see it. She's starting trouble. Yeah, she did. She really did. That wasn't your fight, ma'am. That wasn't even your business. Why doesn't she walk away? Exactly. The Jamaican women in Ghana acting like a white Karen is crazy. Yeah, it don't have nothing to do with you. I told you all early on there were more to this lady and her family. Very disrespectful and manipulative. Yep. Go and take your pictures. At this point, she's harassing the man. I thought so too, because he had turned and quit talking to her. Jamaican women are crazy. Entitled, disrespectful, and instigating. She's a troublemaker. I can't read that one. What? Content creator, shaming them in their own country. Yeah. Yeah. It had nothing to do with you. Victoria in Ghana. It just felt like 5 minutes. It just felt like 5 minutes. What you mean it just felt like 5 minutes? Is she the entrance fee police? Exactly. She thinks she is. The Ghana lady's trying to calm the situation, but she escalates. Yeah, you saw her. She wasn't just going about it. Yeah, she went about it the wrong way. She did. She went about it all the wrong way. She wasn't just going on the information on the blogs. She said she had visited 15 times before, but that don't have nothing to do with her. So let me tell you, when I went to Eligoushi Beach one time, okay, we were there and we went early, so we got these really nice seats where we could just sit and see the ocean, and we stayed all day. We had really good food. We had nice wine to drink, palm wine. It was really nice. But it's free. It's a public beach, right? Well, guess what? When we were leaving, somebody walked up to us and they said we owed them 20,000 naira. And my ex was like, what? He's a Nigerian, right? He's from Lagos. He was like, dude, bye. Dude, bye. He said, I'm a Lagosian. I am not paying you 20,000 naira to go to this beach. This is a public beach. Get out of my way. So he walked past the dude. The dude calls these other dudes. We get in the car, walk past them, get in the car, and just leave. I'm not sure what's going on because they're speaking in a different language. But he's telling me when we're in the car what the dude was saying. And I'm like, well, why you just don't give him the money? He was like, I'm not giving him nothing. Why would I give him that? He said he's only doing that because it's you, because he sees you. And he thinks I'm going to be too embarrassed to argue with him in front of you. So I'm not giving him the money. He can kiss my you-know-what. So we driving off. Do y'all know? He calls some other people. Dude on a motorcycle and then dude in a car. Do you know they cut us off? They cut the car off where we could not get past. They both got out. Two dudes got out the car. Dude got out the motorcycle. They were surrounding him. By this time, he done jumped out the car again to argue with them. He like, I ain't giving you nothing, blah, 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 blah. So finally, I see him give them some money, right? So I asked him, what were they saying? He was like, they were not going to let him. They were not going to let us leave. They were about to fight him. They were going to jump him and beat him up. And he was like, I didn't want to go through that with you here. So I was just like, let me. And he said, and that's what they knew. They knew I was not going to push it to the point of a fight because you were here. So that's why they were doing that. He said, and this is what they do to tourists. But he said the foreign people, they'll pay that money. But he said, but a Lagosian, somebody from here, they won't. So this is what these people do. This is what they do. Okay, this is how they make their money. And they will fight you over this money because they need this money to live off of. This is how they live. It seems like a lot of these expat travelers need to stay off YouTube because it make them act crazy because they want likes and views and they want the money. Hey, Mr. Foreman, how you been? Where you been? A lot of people died there. So the vibe there is not normal. No, it's not. And none of those places, even in Eliguchi Beach, the vibe is not normal. Oh no, this woman was triggered by, this woman has triggered my Jamaican. I am a descendant of slaves and I'm going to be free. Move out my way, get out my face. Yeah. Yeah. Show me your ID. I seriously doubt that those boys would have dared to have done the same thing to a white tourist. They probably had. The white tourists would have just gave them the money. Y'all don't understand. The white people will give it to them easily. They're not going to argue. The white people don't care. They feel like, oh yeah, they need the money. I'm gonna give it to them. They're not going to ask for ID. They're not going to do all that. They're on vacation. Who does that on vacation? Exactly, Kiki. It's none of our business. No, it's not. No, it's not none of your business. If they was just scamming everybody, that's between them and the Ghanaian government. You don't have nothing to do with that. Nothing at all. If you don't want to pay the scam fee, then don't pay it. Just leave. Tell your friend, oh, they scamming today. We're going to go someplace else. But to go and try to fight the law or fight them, that's crazy. She was very bored. She needed us to stage a show. Who y'all talking about? Yes, I got to go see it. Facts again. I shared the chat. I shared with what? You shared it with who? I shared it with Cindi. Did you? Now, why did you do that, G? And what did you say? Here's a video about you. Oh, Lord. The comments is going to be coming in now. But I can't condone people being thugs. But that ain't our fight. That ain't our business. You in a different country. Stay in your lane. That is definitely not my lane. Just like when they were arguing in Lagos, you think I was saying something? I wasn't saying nothing. When we got in the car, I was like, just give these people the money. Just give these people the money. This is probably all the money they're going to make that day. They can have a good time with this money. Just give them the money. I can't. So I'm just like, this is crazy. I can't condone people thugging. We don't do it to them in America. Yeah, we do. We do it legally, though. We gonna thug you illegally. I mean, legally, we gonna thug you. But there is no entrance fee for a tour. If they are taking pictures inside of the dungeon, then he is correct. You must pay. See, that's what Kim was trying to do. She was trying to, Latif's grandma, she was trying to do the same thing. She said she's not taking a tour. She just wants to do an interview. So that's what she was saying. They're not taking a tour. They're just taking pictures. But there's still a fee if you're going inside the dungeon. Then he is correct. You must pay. Furthermore, she is stopping others from paying. She was wrong. Yeah, she was wrong. She was wrong for that. She was dead wrong. If you don't want to pay, then don't pay. But to have that man to stop them from making their money, to me, that was dead wrong. The white people would have given them change, though. They would have. The white people would have gave it to them. No, Kiki, she typed that I stand with Kiki. No, Kiki said that I stand with Cindi. Oh, okay. I don't know how black folk asking for ID. How you gonna ask this man for ID? Exactly. How are you asking this man for ID in his country? No, Key, I typed that I stand with. Okay, thank you. Kiki, I'm not white. I gave money to those who are in need. I am not too friendly to aggressive beggars. I don't think he was aggressive. I think she made the situation aggressive.
Never, never, ever, never. Not in New York, not Florida, not Jamaica. Never have I ever been attacked by 4 men while bystanders watched. Not
Does
one.
that mean she's been attacked by less men? Because I would have said I've never been attacked by a man or men, not by 4 men.
Person helped me. I felt so betrayed. So many people have brought up to me about doing our research. Do you think that we would go to a country that we have no idea about the culture or anything like that without doing our research? We obviously did our research. Thoroughly, we did our research. We knew the person that we were going down there to, and we thought that we could have trusted this individual. But she turned out to be the most unscrupulous human being I have ever come across in my life. I promised that I was not going to give her any type of energy. Now, when we went to Ghana, I thought that I was going to be amongst people who could uplift me, who could have been a positive role model. But instead, I came across some of the most unscrupulous human beings that I would never, never, never encounter in my life, yet alone even engage and become friends with in real life. I know some of you people that might sound horrible, but it is what it is. And I'm speaking from my heart. From the moment we started speaking to her, like I said, my mother knew her. Okay, we thought that she was a decent human being, but she turned out to be all about herself. She turned out to be a conniver or whatever. She wanted us down there because she was hungry and she needed the money to finish her house. Okay, wow. That's number one. We get down there. She promises my mother she's going to.
She said they needed the money to finish her house, and the lady was hungry. I told y'all.
Throw her the biggest party ever and welcome us to Ghana. Now, in my history, if I throw my mother a party or my father or anyone that I claim that I'm throwing a party, I am throwing you a party. I'm not asking you for a dime. I'm not asking you for $1. If I take you somewhere shopping and we pick out outfits or whatever, I'm not throwing in an outfit and have you paid for it. My mother paid for every single last thing, including her outfit. My mother brought down so many things that she thought that she was going to get her money back. And this is just the beginning of it, okay? You think I'm sitting up here being bitter about some things. So that set the tone for the first 3 months that we were there. Granted, rainy season, we're stuck in an apartment with all this noise and this construction because, like I said, she needed the money to finish her Airbnb, of which she charged us a ridiculous amount of money. Now, mind you, we're supposed to be family. We're supposed to be friends. You don't charge friends or family to come and stay with you. If you come to our house, we are taking care of you. We're cooking. We're doing all kinds of things. That's just how we are cut from a different cloth. My family, that's how we treat people, okay? We thought that this lady was like us, but learned that real quick. She wasn't like us. She was all about herself. Yep. Moving on further, after we moved out of her place, okay, we thought we could have trusted another human being, another individual that we met, a local. I've made several videos with him. He gave us an apartment. He told us that these apartments are new and da-da-da-da. We just wanted to move out of where we were. And it's like we jumped out of the pot into the fire. This place had leaky roofs. They claimed that it was, you should have seen the crap that he gave us as a furnished apartment. An old refrigerator, an old beat up stove, like an old mildew infested bed. Like it just was not. And we paid an X amount of money for this place. Do you understand? Again, we were scammed. Moving on, another 3 months, we moved out, found another place, another local Ghanaian. He got us this place.
You should have been telling us this all along. This is so sad.
These people, the house was unfinished, but we wanted to leave from there again. The house was unfinished. We paid them for a year, and They wanted their money and we gave it to them. We never saw them again. Everything was wrong with this apartment. The roof was leaking, the toilets was leaking, the sewage system. It's just a mess. It was in front of the people. I'm not complaining. We weren't in the ghetto. We were in a decent neighborhood in Cape Coast, okay? I'm not complaining about frivolous things, and I'm not. You people keep talking about what kind of slums were you in. It's Cape Coast. Cape Coast doesn't have luxury apartments and stuff like that like Accra does. There's some nice homes that you have to go up in the hill like where I am, but the majority of Cape Coast isn't like that. We embrace the culture. We were invited to Asebu. We thought we were buying land in Asebu. My parents thought they were buying land in Asebu, but it was a con to buy land in Agendum that has nothing to do.
They were cons. The land was a con. Wow.
Do with the year of the return or the Pan-African village. But that lady sold us the land because she wanted to get Queen Mothership because of land sales. And that's the beginning, okay?
No. Bicycle.
You gotta develop the land.
As far as the Pan-African village, I can't speak on that because we don't live there. We thought we were going to. My parents, not my experience. I was just along for the ride, guys. My parents was like, listen, there's all this happened to you in America. What are you doing? Let's go to Ghana. We researched. All we saw was Dirty December and how beautiful it was and the year of the. But like I said, people down there, they were conned too. So they started conning other people because they were starting to run out of money. I don't know.
Right, and that's what I've been telling y'all. They were conned too. So when they get there, they realize they were conned. So they're going to pass on the con because they're running out of money.
Or whatever the hell it was, but they were looking for another payday, and we were the payday, and other people were the payday. People that sent me, thank you to Auntie. Shout out to you for blessing me, and I really, really appreciate you. I have no reason to lie. There's no reason for me to lie. I went there with open heart. I'm not saying that Ghana, the entire country of Ghana, I am speaking once again for the.
You don't drive and drink. No drink and drive. Kojo's a good man, right, Kojo? That's our man.
That came down there, the Israelites, the Ishmael, I don't know what they're called, but they kind of had their own little clique. Some of these people were following me on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, whatever, social media, and they knew me, and they wouldn't approach. Like, I am the most friendliest person. You can approach me. It's like they're watching me, but they're staying from afar. A lot of people in Ghana, they stuck to themselves. And I am not like that. I'm an outgoing person. We all need people. I thought it would have been a family reunion. The Jamaicans, there's some Jamaicans that were so antisocial. It was like, what? I just couldn't understand it. We went into Malcolm's, and if you see an American, like, they hold their head down. You go into what was that place, Mabel's Table, and you see the Americans walking past, the Black Americans, and
we know we're going. We know we're leaving.
So I'm wondering if they sold their house in America, because you notice she didn't come back to Florida. She went back to Jamaica. So I'm wondering if they sold their house.
we were told
that it was just easier to do it this way. But we were told that so we could come there as quickly as possible.
Yes.
Because again, this woman wanted our money
Yes,
as
that's what I'm
quickly as
telling y'all.
possible.
Yes,
You
they
understand
need
where I'm
it.
coming from?
Yes. They're
Okay.
gonna tell you
So
anything to get
my
you there.
taxi driver that I had, he sold me out just like that at the drop of a dime for another dude. We took him. I bought him stuff for his birthday. You know, like the money that he was charging me from Elmina, from where we were to Elmina, sometimes to go get fish. I have videos of those. 600 cities, unheard of, unheard of. You understand? And he's looking in my face and telling me more and more and more. It was just, I trusted him and I felt heartbroken. And the minute another American guy came down and he had his own personal truck, so he doesn't have to drive his little red car anymore. He's driving a big F-250. More power to you. I get it. I would probably ditch me too. But with everything, like he left me stranded one day. And I've spent so much money with him, and he's
Wow.
supposed to be my sister, my
I
brother.
told you.
You know?
I told you.
That's one. Another
That
taxi
sister brother stuff is a scam.
driver that we had, he embarrassed me in front of people. We went out and it's just a lot of things. Begging me for money because his daughter, come to find out he didn't even have a daughter. And then another one with my DJ equipment. Everyone who followed me on my social media, they know that I love my DJing. I used to DJ and go live all the time.
I don't lie when I say I big cash my money, but still I can't believe it. And I want it, till I can't believe it. But I can't believe myself for this shit.
Good evening, everyone. We are live from Ghana, everybody. Shout out to my
Wanted to support the local furniture makers. What did these people do? They came in, stole all the furniture out of her shop.
What?
You understand? You think I'm just making up stories and telling negatives about Ghana? This is my experience in Cape Coast Central region, not the entire Ghana. When I used to walk around, some of the local women, Abroni, the kids looking at you, just staring. I'm from New York. You don't stare at people like that.
Of course, I had to stop at Pot's Side Chick for lunch. She was packed. You know her food is good. Why is she staring so hard though? Anyway.
You understand? And I would smile and say hi, and then, they would smile. I get it that I.
And I wonder what she had on. You know what I mean? That we have to ask the question: what did you have on? Did you have an outfit on like that? What did you have on?
Look different than they do, but at the end of the day, it was an uncomfortable feeling. Dating in Ghana was a challenge.
Do not, and I repeat, do not date the Ghanaian men, okay? They are the worst. And when I say the worst, I mean the worst. It's saying no. They will never say no to you, okay? They will constantly shower you with nothing but kindness and affection. They are genuine. They will never lie. They are loyal to a T. They're so generous. They love to buy you things. They love to shower you with gifts. If public display of affection is not your thing, do not date a Ghanaian man, okay? They will constantly be all over you. They don't want to go to where you come from. They want to show you their country. They will love Ghana. They don't want to leave Ghana. And another thing is they only love one woman. They don't like too many wives. They only love one woman.
They love to spend money on women.
Hey! And another.
I'd rather be alone than pay for no grown ass man when I work so hard for myself.
Hey!
In Cape Coast Central region, they were very frugal. And I don't mind going out and having a drink with someone, but I always ended up paying, and if so, if I'd rather be alone than pay for no grown ass man when I work so hard for myself. Do you understand? So I'm not gonna entertain that in Ghana. I have standards. I wasn't desperate. I wasn't lonely. I wasn't any of that. They could stay right there. They were talking to me in one ear, out the other. Oh, I love it. Like I don't care. Like no, they couldn't maintain what I loved in life. Like I go to restaurants and you would pick up the bill and look at it and then slide it to me. Like who does that? No. And that's happened to me several times.
What?
Unfortunately, those are what I experienced. That's my experience.
With that, I hope that you understand that this is why I left. You're telling me just leave. You don't have to explain yourself. Yes, I do. I've had several people that come to Ghana because of me. My followers on YouTube believe what I say. My followers on my other social media, they believe, they trust me. And then when they come down there, I had another family come down there, and it was the same exact thing. They trusted the person that I made the video for, bought land through him, and he turned out to be horrible to them.
Yeah.
Where they were renting, it was just a nightmare for them, and they ended up going back to the States. Okay, they were attacked also by a taxi man, and I have their video, but that's for them to share. And I felt so bad for that, again, because I portrayed such a positive,
Sure did.
serene outlook on the country, and I never ever spoke about the bad. So I'm talking about the negative experiences that I had. And I knew I would expect some backlash from the comment sections. And I've answered, I have nothing but time. Nothing but time. Half the time you can find me doing yoga underneath the tree. So I welcome all of your comments, and I will answer each and every one of your questions. I have nothing but time. I am at peace. My family is doing well. They are amazing.
So we are coming here with a force, yeah. Letting the Ariba we coursing on. We gonna rise and let me give thanks that we need. Let me give thanks that we really supposed to.
All right, I gotta take that song off. That's gonna be copyrighted. Oh yeah. Okay, so this is just her sharing her parents, and that's it. So that's what happened to Cindi. That's how she was assaulted in Ghana. That's how they got there, and that's the story of what happened. Hi, Jeremy. Speaking of that granny, where is Latif's Mrs. at nowadays? Where we at? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find the video, the comment. Let's see. Fiona says, Jamaican women can be loud and aggressive. Don't let her fool you. Oh, we heard her on the video, honey. That was ridiculous. That was a bit much. I'm gonna punch you in your eye. I would never tell a grown man that. I wouldn't tell nobody that. Whatever country I've been, I've always give money, but I hate to be conned by. Yeah, we all hate that, but we're not gonna sit. You gonna sit there and argue with them and threaten them? Threaten these men? No. I wasn't saying he was aggressive. She obviously is the cause of all her problems in this. Yeah, in this situation. Yeah, I'm sorry, Cindi. I like you, girl, but I think you initiated this whole thing. You should have just walked away and kept your mouth closed. Unscrupulous. Yeah. You should have just walked away and been like, okay, did a video about how they scamming people, but that would have been the end of it. Bystanders didn't watch. Several people tried to come. They sure did, but she wanted the drama on the video. Oh, well, FAFO. Yeah, she did. That lady came over there. So to say they did nothing, that's a whole lie. So when people lie like about the little detail stuff, then you can't really tell what really happened. Their culture is very different. If you are foreign, you're expected to pay. Yeah, exactly. They feel like you got some money or you wouldn't be there. So why not pay? The fight only felt like 5 minutes to her. 5 minutes is a long time to be fighting, though, especially four men. A physical altercation, no, that's a long time. So why didn't they just book an Airbnb and stop it? Exactly. Exactly. Why go through all of that? Why stay through all of that? She thinks her parents are okay because they are of their generosity. But I guarantee her parents will be moving once they aren't able to give anymore and the people will show their real colors. Yeah, because once you start giving, you can't stop. You cannot stop. The panhandling experts in Jamaica are very aggressive, so it's about that life too. She is begging for attention. Yeah, but it's just unfortunate how all of this went down. Fiona's life exactly. Yeah, it's just really unfortunate, y'all. It is really unfortunate that she doesn't see she was the cause of all of this. No comments. No. This and we love you, Cindi. We ain't trying to put you down, but we just telling you the truth, girl. We just telling you how we see it, and we see it like you started that stuff. Not trying to be funny, but it's the same story. It is over and over and over again because we don't know how to stay in our place. You know, we don't know how to just be quiet. I just got here. No disrespect, but she looks a little nuts. What did I miss? Oh, you missed a lot, honey. This lady was assaulted in Ghana, and we went over the tapes, but we think that she caused the situation, and now we're questioning if she was really assaulted by four men. She says she was, but we're like, well, if you were assaulted by four men, you would have a little more marks on you than what you got. So we're just kind of, going through the facts and seeing if they line up and see if they make sense. I hope she got the clicks and views she was asking for. She's draining. Yeah, this was and then to say you're being transparent and only to come back later and say, well, you weren't really being transparent. London Lady says she's giving ES vibes. Which one is it? Obviously didn't research enough before going no, because you would have known, they would have told you the scammers are there and the best thing to do is mind your own business. Why are Chi-Chi's always in the camera? Honey, I don't know. I have no idea. Fiona, what part of Tanzania were you at? I was in Dar es Salaam. Yeah, and they didn't tell us about these places they go to, that's the village pretty much. Apparently didn't research how to dress and act in no, she didn't. Because they'll tell you that. They'll tell you how to dress and how to act in a patriarchal society. You're absolutely right. So you couldn't have did too much research. I was living and working Arusha. Yeah. You couldn't have did too much. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. You couldn't have did too much because you would have known that part. That house in New Kingston where all the scammers, that house is in New Kingston where all the scammers live. Okay. Blair. Let's see. I learned that last week I was living and working in Tanzania, how the locals were and how I should behave. Yep. How long did you live in? Okay, she's asking her questions. Mayall says, good point about them selling the house in Florida. And as I said before, the place in Jamaica isn't her family's, it's probably an Airbnb. Oh, you think so? Really? Yeah, she looks slow. Who y'all talking about looks slow? Let me see. What else? Fiona, I am under 55 and I have never had any issues in any of the countries, but I've learned it a lot. But I've heard a lot about it, people. She's heard a lot about other people who had issues. Unfortunately, we now know the truth, and I am glad that it didn't fall, but we didn't fall for the okey doke lie about going home to Ghana. They lie, sell loud that it is already taken. Uh, they lie, sell land that is already taken, and bulldoze your home after you build. Midnight says, "Oh, poor Kenza, who wished she was a babe. I told you you don't own that house, ma'am." Thank you, DJT. That is so sweet of you. You guys are wonderful. You guys are really wonderful. If you're going about your business, people are not going to bother you. No, they're not. She was all in this man's business, trying to throw salt on his game. My mother is from Barbados. Yeah, that's what she was doing. That's what we would call that. She's getting on my nerves. I'm gonna catch your replay. We appreciate you. You gonna fast forward by her, huh? You gonna just get past that part. I appreciate you too, Chat Lives Matter. If you're going about your business, people are not going to bother you. Did we read that one? Yeah. Right. Yeah, we did. Truth, Fiona. I wish she'd put those boobs away and get dressed. London lady says, "Oh my God." They do not care when other wear Daisy Dukes or the like, just like the crabs in the barrel. But we ain't talking about them. We talking about us, okay? We talking about us. We ain't talking about the others. We talking about us, what we wear and what we need to do. She is crazy. This girl looking for trouble. Yeah, she was looking for trouble. That man ignored her, walked away from her several times. My mother is from Barbados and my father from Nigeria. African men do not tolerate women who don't stay in their place, whether they're right or wrong. I don't believe she would have retreated. No, she didn't. You mean you don't think who would have retreated? If you walk around Africa looking like a dance hall queen, people will look at you. Yeah, they sure will. Yeah, they sure will. Uh, my pick me girl. She is a pick me. What is that, y'all? It's exhausting. What is a pick me girl? She has lied to her followers, so how can you believe anything she says now? Exactly. The whole channel was a lie. Everything was a lie until you were assaulted. And then you wanted to tell us that these 4 men assaulted you. Cindi needs to claim and do her yoga and meditate for a month at least. Yeah. She needs to be she is asking for help. What kind of help is she asking for? Something is wrong with her and she really does need help. I'm not sure who y'all talking about right there. No video of blood. No, African men do not play, even if they are trying to lie to get over on people. It is not her place to expose them. They're trying to eat too and feed their family also. Exactly. Exactly. And they was making some money that day. So why would you interfere? Kiki, do you think the year of the return Ghana was a scam? I don't think it was a scam, but I think it was a money maker. I think it was a money grab. I think the premise behind it was to make money. That's what I think. I don't think it was about us returning home. I don't think it was about us reuniting with our past, our ancestors, or us connecting and becoming one with the Ghanaians. I think the whole thing was an economic opportunity that Ghana said, let's take advantage of this economic opportunity. That's all it was. It was an economic opportunity. And how do you get mad at them for trying to make money? Kiki, put your Cash App because YouTube takes a part of that. Oh, do they? Okay. Well, actually, it's Kiki Loves Nigeria. That's what it is, y'all. It's my name, Kiki Loves Nigeria. Yeah, it's on there. But I'll put it up though. But it's my name. Uh, I hate to admit it, but the AA women who go to Africa unprepared and misinformed about the culture, yes, give Black women an unfair bad reputation. Most AA women carry themselves better. We do, but they always want to put the ones up there that's disruptive. So look, y'all, that's what happened in Ghana. We saw what happened. We saw the video. We took apart the video. We analyzed the video, and we interpreted the video. And we came to a conclusion that we wasn't getting the whole story. We don't think we was getting the whole story. And we also feel like, Miss Cindi, as much as we love you, that you brought this situation on yourself because you weren't in your lane. You was in somebody else's business, in somebody else's country, trying to tell them what to do in their country. And you should not do that as a Black woman or as a Black man. If those people are making their money, let them make their money. It had nothing to do with you. He walked away several times from you, and you continued to engage this man. You continued to engage this man. You should have left. And the fact that you had no bruises, no marks, no cuts on you, and you say 4 men beat you up, we're confused by that also. We're totally confused by that. But that's all we have tonight. We're leaving here with questions. We're leaving here with more questions than answers. Because our first question is, how can 4 men assault you and not leave 1 mark on you? Second question is, why didn't you just walk away? Why didn't you feel like the best thing for me to do is walk away? Third question, why did you feel like it was your business to continue to engage these people? And then we want you to explain how do you define transparency? Because what you were doing on your channel was not being transparent. That was not being transparent at all. That left us with more questions than answers. All right, so let me get these last ones, and then we're out of here. I think the same way Kiki Ghana was making money, they were. They were going to make money. That's what cities do. They need to make money. Yes, the smart, mature AA woman don't put their business on YouTube or even on YouTube. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because why would you do that? It's none of their business. All right, yay. All right, people. But I have to admit this, that when I'm going to Africa, and if my channel was about Africa, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to pretend and play with you and then want to come back later when I get assaulted and say, oh, something's happening and I haven't been honest with you, but this has been going on all along. People are going to question everything you say. So next week, y'all, look, we're going to look at ES's video and let's talk about that. Let's do a reaction video to ES's video. All right, so that's what we'll do, because she ain't gonna like the fact that we don't think it's real. All right, you guys, London lady, I will see you guys next week. All right, so I will see all of y'all next week, and we're going to talk about ES's video. So if you hadn't had a chance to go check out ES's video, check out her video, the latest video, because it's supposed to be some controversy, honey. I done got an email about it already. All right, so look, I will see y'all next week. Have a great week. All right, and thank y'all so much for all the super chats. Thank you so much. Y'all are wonderful. All right, have a good evening and a good weekend.